How's it going, everybody? Welcome to John Wayne and Skyhawk 53176. Today is my solo long cross-country flight. We're going to go from John Wayne to Van Nuys via the special flight rules, then from Van Nuys to San Luis Obispo, and then Oceano, and then back to John Wayne. So it's a pretty long flight for a solo long cross-country, but I need the time, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Prepped a lot using X-Plane and Pilot Edge, so I feel ready to go on this flight. So we're going to be heading out on a 220, heading at or below 2,400 feet, and then we'll get the rest here from clearance. We've got information Papa. That's bleed over, I think. John Wayne clearance, good afternoon. Skyhawk 53176 with information Papa at ACI West, like flight following to Van Nuys at 4,500 via the special flight rules.
Aircraft going to special flight rules, call sign, type aircraft please.
Call sign Skyhawk 53176, and we're a Charlie 172 slant Golf.
53176 on departure, turn right heading 220. Maintain VFR conditions at or below 2,400. Visor frequency 125.35. Squawk 0235.
0235. Okay, and departure, that's right heading 220 at or below 2,400. Departure frequency 12535, squawking 0235, 53176.
176, read back correct. Papa's current, safe parking.
Okay, we've got Papa, and we're over at ACI West, 53176.
Ground 120.8. ACI West?
Affirmative, ACI West.
Okay, on the tower side, right?
Yeah, affirmative. Yeah, we're just poking out from the hangars right now.
Ground 120.8.
All right, going to ground 176, thanks.
Who else called?
Okay, so we've got our clearance. Let's get the gyro lined up here, and we're 220, and we're going to be at or below 2,600, what's in there. We are squawking 0235, 02.
Hawker 6 November,
35, alt mode, and departure frequency is 125.35.
Dicey intersection.
And that's just in there, so we remember it, and then we're ground point 8.
Say that again.
Okay.
Taxi back, terminate. Just 5 Charlie Sierra, turn left at hotel, right,
3900, turn left after.
Helicopter 407.
Ground Skyhawk 53176, ACI West with Papa taxi.
Cessna 53176, general ground, taxi via Bravo Tower, run up.
Bravo Tower, run up, 53176. Okay. Brad, get the thumbs up from Brad, we're ready to go. Sweet. Oil temperature is coming up. There, Juan is refueling a helicopter. Right is clear, left is clear. All right. So special flight rules transition to Van Nuys. This is an airport that I've been dreaming about landing at for a very long time. And the left side, 16 left, is closed until December. So by default, I will get 16 right, which is the famous one. So I'm excited for that, to say the least. This is awesome. This is going to be a great, fun day.
Station 745, Juliet.
And thank you guys, however you're watching this, whether it's broadcast on Twitch or on YouTube, or even if it's you're my dad and you're watching this on a private link. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this will be smooth sailing and a lot of fun to watch, even if it's anywhere near how much fun this is going to be to actually do. So 10, I'm just going to get a quick nav here. It's 10.8 is the VOR that we're going to follow. And that's on the 132 radial, so I want the reciprocal of that. There's 132, so that's that. We're going to be up at 4,500. Okay, so that's all the stuff that I really want to get done for the flight. That is twisted, and that's going to be annoying. I want no distractions. Okay, so before takeoff, brakes are set, free and correct controls, that looks good. It looks good.
Gentlemen, ground runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha.
That looks good.
Hold short of Lima.
Fuel selectors on both, cutoff is in, mixture, we're good, elevator, runner trim, we got...
5 Hotel, runway 720 right.
That's good.
Okay,
let's enriching the fuel a little bit. Check the mags. Coming up to 1800.
720 right, November 55 Hotel.
Left one's got a good drop. Right one's got a good drop. Okay, everything is in the green. Check idle. The amp should click down once you're past 700 RPM. Alternator cutoff. And that looks good. Okay, so we got 26.8 ready to go here. We've got autopilot is the altimeter, or altitude is set really high so we don't get beeped at a bunch. 235, we're going to be 220 heading, and we've got 20 identified. We're good. Okay, that completes our pre-takeoff checklist, and we'll flip over to our takeoff checklist and all that stuff. Ground Skyhawk 53176, continue.
System 176, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, 53176.
Series 3, Bravo Charlie, monitor tower 126.
Okay. We are off. The big boy runway. Right is clear. Man, it's a perfect day today. It's probably going to get even more perfect as we go further north and out of the basin. The visibility should improve. It seems like it's 30, 40, somewhere in that range down here, but it'll probably get unlimited. So, all right.
Okay, got it. Alpha Hotel.
Let's check out the fun part.
Opposite direction inbound now at 1,000, another helicopter.
13 Copter 96 Lima.
After through an X-ray radar contacts 5 miles west of Java Airport. Traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, another helicopter at 700. Verify, are you at 1,000?
Yes, 1,000, Copter 31 X-ray.
Cessna 5 Charlie Sierra. Traffic on the upwind is also in the pattern. Follow them, runway 20 left to Kilo. Clear for takeoff.
0 left to Kilo, clear for takeoff.
It's like United is going to get sent first.
96 Lima, traffic in sight.
Busy
Helicopter
today.
96 Lima, roger, radar service terminated. Squawk 1200, frequency change approved.
Good day, Copter 96 Lima.
United 1492, runway 20 right, full line, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20 right, United 1492.
Okay,
Jet 507
35.
at Lima, cross runway 20 left, hold shutter, runway 20 right.
Okay, at Lima, cross 20 left,
get the
and hold
window
short
closed.
20 right,
Don't wanna
Captain
forget
507.
Helicopter 31 X-ray, the other helicopter has you in sight, 12 o'clock, less than a mile. Report beam South Coast Plaza for pad 4, Java altimeter 2998.
Roger, report beam South Coast Plaza, Copter 31 X-ray.
John Wayne Tower, Cessna 6093 Juliet, signal peak, inbound for touch and go.
Wow, there's a lot of traffic.
53176, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo. Line up and wait, traffic's on a 5 mile final and Embraer.
Okay, line up and wait, 20 right, 53176.
93 Juliet, John Wayne Tower, go to signal peak for spacing, then make left traffic, runway 20 left, couple aircraft in the pattern.
93 Juliet.
That's 27 Alpha, you can turn base, runway 20
All right,
left, clear to land.
we got a 737 that just took off.
Final Embraer, Pearl runway, do you have it in sight?
Negative on that incoming traffic, 20 left, clear to land.
Okay, that's 27 Alpha. No, use your call sign if you would on that, but disregard the traffic on final. You're well out in front of them. Runway 20 left, clear to land.
20 left, clear to land. 27 Alpha.
That's 176. Caution wake turbulence. Early right turnout is approved. Runway 20 right at Kilo. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 20 right at Kilo 53176.
Tab 1492, contact Suka departure.
Camera, action, mixture full rich.
Cessna 1 Tango Alpha, traffic.
Okay, caution wake turbines, we got to get up
Inside.
earlier than this guy, so let's go
maintain visual
full speed. We got
number 2, traffic
a bunch of greens.
0 left, cleared for the option.
Airspeed is alive.
20 left, clear for the option, 1 Tango Alpha.
Cessna 93 Juliet, is this going to be a full stop?
Negative.
And we are up. Early turnout. Let's get away from his wake too.
For 20 right.
Columbia 2515 Quebec, Geometry Terror, runway 20 right, continue. Traffic
Wave to Julia.
20 right, continue, 2515 Quebec.
Tower comes 5822, 2 out.
I can see you, Julia, in the door.
Geometry Terror, traffic ahead and to your left, left base for the pedal runway. They have you in sight.
That's
runway
hilarious.
20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 20 right, comes 5822.
Columbia 15 Quebec, you can continue slowing. Caution wake turbulence.
All right.
2305.
So, got to remember to text Brad when I land. Each stop.
Cessna 176 radar contact. Maintain VFR below 2,400 altitude.
We're climbing through 500, 53176.
Cessna 176 radar contact. Stay altitude.
We're climbing through 700, 53176.
Cessna 27 Alpha, hold short runway 20 right, remain this frequency.
Hold short 20 right. Frequency 20.
Little stuck mic.
And Tower 473 Bravo Charlie, holding short 20 left, ready for our fire release.
0473 Bravo Charlie, Geometry Terror, Roger.
Alright, it's a little bumpy.
Tower, comes to an X-ray, beam Southwest Plaza.
Copy 31 X-ray, pad 4 cleared to land.
Pad 4, clear to land, copy 31 X-ray.
Gamma Jet 507, traffic's on a 3-mile funnel of Columbia, runway 20 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Gamma Jet 5.
Yeah, it's a little hazy.
Cessna 5 Charlie Sierra, traffic's 3-mile funnel for the pedal runways of Columbia, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
And Tower, Flex 470, so it's on the visual to 20 right.
Number 27 Alpha, without delay, cross runway 20 right at Juliet, traffic's holding position, then ground 120 right.
Cross the 20
Just
right.
a madhouse at John Wayne.
Ground, 27 Alpha.
Compass 5822,
Love
turn
it.
left to ground 120 right.
Ooh,
20.8, compass 5822.
big bumps.
Columbia 15 Quebec, traffic ahead to your left, left base for the pedal runway.
Looking traffic, traffic side 15 Quebec.
This 1 Tango Alpha, runway 20 left, taxi via Charlie Kilo.
20 left, Charlie Kilo, 941 takeoff.
Gamma Jet 507, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
20 right, clear for takeoff, Gamma Jet 507.
Columbia 15 Quebec, traffic ahead and to your right.
Hey, we're
by
looking
Cypress
good.
Plaza. There's a helicopter landing here at the base of the tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
20 right, clear to land, 2515 Quebec.
Cessna 93 Juliet, extend downwind.
Extend down 193 Juliet.
Awesome.
Downwind Tower, Cessna.
Okay, we're coming up on
Bravo Juliet, inbound to Signal Peak.
the beach here.
In Papa, we'd like to do some pattern work.
Cessna 93 Juliet, contact.
It's hanging on to us for a while.
26.8, 93 Juliet.
93 Juliet, I guess I said that wrong. Contact tower 119.9er.
119.9, roger.
And Cessna 1 Tango Alpha, monitor tower now on 119.9er.
He's busy right now.
119.9, 971 Tango Alpha.
Okay, Challenger 905, 5 Hotel, Geometry Terror, to left of Lima, hold short runway 20 left.
Okay, left on Lima, hold short 20 left. Or 955 Hotel.
Yeah, coming up on
507.
a restriction here.
Departure, Gamma Jet 507.
Flex Jet 470, Geometry Terror, runway 20 right, clear to land, traffic touching down now, Cirrus.
Okay, I want to get over to SoCal now. I want to go over the water.
Cessna 176, Sagan altitude.
Got 2,300, 53176.
76 radar contact, maintain VFR at 2,400. Contact SoCal departure 125.35.
Okay, going to SoCal 53176.
And Challenger 55 Hotel at Lima, cross.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, restricted 2,400.
53176, SoCal approach, can resume on navigation, maintain VFR 4000.
Okay, ONAV up to 4,000, and we're going to be on the special flight rules to Van Nuys 53176. And we're going to be on 2855 once we...
Tower 5 Alpha Charlie, turn right heading at 040.
Okay, so we're up to 4,000
For 5 Alpha Charlie.
not 4,500. So let's keep a climb going here. Oh man, okay, we're just off the shore right now. And we got Huntington right below.
November 176.
Awesome.
127.2. Good day.
Man, it's like once you're up in the air doing it, you kind of, like all the nerves go away.
November 53176. Contact approach 127.2.
All right, 127.2, 53176. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 2,800, climbing restricted 4,000.
Center 53176, contact approach 127.2.
272-176. Didn't hit the flip.
Number 2 Bravo with
Mistake number 1. Damn it.
Permanent squawk 1201, frequency 10 approved today.
1201 over to the flyway for 2 Bravo Whiskey, thanks for the help. Yeah.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 3,100, restricted 4,000.
53176 SoCal approach, thanks. You can climb to 4,500 for the special flight rules.
Okay, up to 4,500 for the special flight rules, 53176. Okay, so 2855. All right, let's check how we're doing here. We are right on our line on 4-flight, hilarious. So that's good, and 4,500, we're looking good. So we're going to be on 2855, and we're going to make our calls, and then get ready for Van Nuys. And we'll have the ATIS for them, and tower frequency ready to go as well. So for the ATIS on them, go 2755.
Pilot's review letter to Airman SNA-VNY-10 regarding Van Nuys bids prior to departure. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
Hotel.
Van Nuys Airport ATIS information hotel. 18510. Wind 110 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 32. 2.9er. Altimeter 299er.
Cool. Okay, altimeter's the same.
Zulu runway 16 right approach in use. Landing and departing runway 16 right. Runway 16 left is temporary taxiway Tango. Taxiway Bravo closed between Echo and south of Golf. Personnel and equipment working adjacent taxiways and runways. Runway 16 right visual approach slope indicator out of service. Hazardous weather information for California or coastal water. Available on high watts or flight service frequency.
Wow, it's pretty.
It is imperative pilot's review letter to Airman SNA-VNY-10 regarding Van Nuys bids prior to departure. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
Okay, so we got all of hotel. Awesome. Okay, so there's coming up on 4,500. Good. All right, so now we're going to be looking for the radial for the Santa Monica VOR, which got tuned in VOR 1. This frequency has been very quiet right now. It's good. This is a Thursday, so it's relatively quiet versus...
Test. November 28 Whiskey, SoCal approach, how do you hear?
And 228 Whiskey, got you, Lima Charlie, and SoCal approach.
Roger.
There's Long Beach. Long Beach Airport. Say hi to High Wing. All right, so we're 4,500, cruising along, sipping fuel, nothing to it. Special flight rules will be a little bit busier, just with the check-ins.
November 28 Whiskey, connect approach 134.9.
34.9 for 228 Whiskey.
November 176 radar service terminated, squawk 1201, frequency change approved.
Okay, frequency change approved, squawking 1201, 53176, we'll see it. 1201, frequency change is approved to 2855. Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 4,500 northbound over Long Beach Harbor, northbound, special flight rules.
And LA Special Flight Rules, Icon 632 Bravo Whiskey, we're a red and white light sport, we're 4,500 northbound too. We're just south of Alonso Park here, so you'll probably pass us, LA Special Flight Rules.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes out for you, 53176.
Okay, great, thanks.
He doesn't need to know my...
We are doing about 85 knots.
Okay, Roger, I'm doing about 105 right now, and I'll keep my eyes peeled for you. And are you close to a beam, Torrance?
Actually, we're just past Torrance. We're just almost up to Alonso Park here, just south of Hawthorne. And if you want, we'll stay just to the right of the tower if you want to cruise by just to the left of the tower.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you, and I'll let you know when I got you in sight for that transition.
Okay, thanks. And we're going into Santa Monica.
Okay, cool. That'll be a fun drop down. All right. So we're looking good right now. Radial is not coming in yet, so I'm just going to stay heading on this heading and get that radial coming in. So the horizontal limits for this transition is the 405 freeway, which I can see right now in the beach, which you can see. So that makes it pretty easy. You don't really have to be super exact on this transition. On the other ones, you do have to be more exact, but this one you don't. You know, you squawking 1201, and you're on your CTAF making the GPS calls, which that light sport guy. You know, we just kind of coordinate CTAF style, figure it out. So, got a helicopter on our 2 o'clock. Guy's cruising pretty high. Okay, I still don't see this guy, but he's going to be to the east of the tower, so he should be out of our way. And our radial is coming in right now for that 132 radial. But again, we don't have to be exact since we're the lateral limit is so big. But I try to fly it as exact as possible on that radial because why not? But in this case, shading a little bit to the west will give this LSA a little bit more space, just in case. So we're beam Torrance now. And special flight rules, Skyhawk 4,500 northbound, just a beam Torrance. Special flight rules.
And special flight rules, Icon 2 Bravo Whiskey, we're 4,500 northbound, and we're just over the South Complex, LA special flight rules.
And Icon, I just have you in sight right now, or the Skyhawk behind you.
Okay, cool, thanks.
As an Icon. I heard LSA and I didn't really think too much about the type, but yeah, that's the little icon, that's cool. And we're still coming in on our radial here. Now, there hasn't been any other traffic calls here. I'm still gonna make the appropriate calls. That guy called in over Hawthorne, 405 interchange, and the North Complex there. I have him in sight, but there's no other traffic on there, which is good. One of the times that I did this, it was like 4 other planes on this, which was a mess. Okay. LA's looking pretty nice. Okay, we are almost on our radial here. Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 4,500 just over the Hawthorne 405 interchange, northbound 4,500, special flight rules. Okay, so there's our radial. And I'm pointed just right at Santa Monica VOR. There's the Hollywood sign. This is so cool.
And LA Special Flight Rules, Icon 2 Bravo Whiskey 4.5, northbound over Manchester. Last call, dropping into Santa Monica, LA Special Flight Rules.
Okay. So far, so good. There's the Sepulveda Pass.
Have a good flight.
Yeah, thanks, you too. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Okay, so we are just coming up on LAX. There is a A3, yeah, A380 down there. Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 4,500 northbound, approaching Imperial Highway, special flight rules. And it is nice and quiet up here on the old SFRA. Yeah, there's some big boys down there. Wow. That is too freaking cool.
Special flight rules traffic. Triphaser 9765 Delta over Pacific Palisades 3,500. Going to cross over Santa Monica VOR, proceed southeastbound.
Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 4,500 just over the North Complex of LAX, northbound heading to Van Nuys, special flight rules. And that icon, I just saw him smash down there. God, those A380s are gigantic. Okay, the Pacific Palisades guy, I don't see him. Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 4,500 just approaching Bologna Creek, northbound special flight rules.
Special flight rules traffic, Triphaser 9765 Delta. We're about a mile to the west of Santa Monica VOR, 3,500, special flight rules.
Okay, I do not see that guy. It's really hard to spot traffic against all the houses and stuff. Okay, we're almost over Santa Monica here. don't see that guy. Special flight rules traffic, Skyhawk 4,500 northbound just over the Santa Monica VOR. This will be our last call. We're descending down into Van Nuys. Special flight rules. Okay. Van Nuys Tower, good afternoon. Skyhawk 53176, 4,500 just over the Santa Monica VOR off the special flight rules. Inbound with hotel for a full stop taxi back.
Air 53176, Van Nuys helicopters. Are you a helicopter or fixed wing?
We are a fixed wing, sir. Skyhawk 172 Slant Golf, 53176.
Air 53176, Van Nuys helicopters. Contact Van Nuys Tower, 119.3.
Okay, sorry about that. 119.3, 53176. That's weird.
Turkey 44566, runway 16 right, full length, cleared for takeoff, traffic in the upwinds for the east pattern.
Takeoff 536, 20 right.
Van Nuys Tower, good afternoon. Skyhawk 53176, 4,500 just off the Santa Monica VOR and the special flight rules. Inbound with hotel for a full stop taxi back.
Skyhawk 53176, Van Nuys Tower. Roger, enter right traffic, make right traffic for 916 right.
Okay, right traffic for 16 right, Skyhawk 53176.
Tonight Hotel, runway 16 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Okay.
16 right, clear for immediate takeoff, 8 Delta Hotel.
All right, and pattern altitude is 1800.
Try to arrive, we'll make one shallow S-turn to the left.
There we go.
S-turn to the left to zip up.
Embraer 7 Lima, turn base for 916 right, continue.
7 Lima, freeway inside, turn in the base.
Cessna 20 Papa, runway 16 right, clear touch and go, wind 1006.
20 right, it will be a full stop 16 right.
20 Papa, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land to zip up.
Van Nuys Tower, damage start, please.
So we screwed up the tower frequency.
5 or 8
That's okay.
miles north of the airport at 5,000 feet.
7 Star 367 uniform Sierra, Van Nuys Tower, make straight in, runway 16 right, squawk 0264.
0264.
Okay, we're coming into 16 right. This is crazy. This is insane. Okay, 800 feet, pattern, 800 feet, field elevation, 1800 foot pattern altitude.
Roger that, we'll keep reduced speed.
Thank you.
And Lear 342, Sierra Papa is holding short in sequence.
We're 310 Echo Foxtrot, runway 16 right, full length, line up and away traffic, Embraer 3 mile final.
16 right, line up and wait, 310 Echo Foxtrot.
We're 20 Papa,
Let's
exit,
make
taxiway Gulf of Babel,
my first landing at Van Nuys a good one.
Hotel to Sierra Papa to the ground.
God, this is just like the simulator.
Clear for takeoff at the
It's insane.
crossing approved, no delay, traffic's 2 mile final.
16 right, clear for takeoff, no delay, right crossing at the flood base of 310.
Turkey 44566, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, 124.6, 566.
Let's see, 7 Lima, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 16 right, November, 7 Lima.
Wind 120 at 4.
You're at 4, okay. Piece of cake.
Roger, 342 Sierra Papa, Van Nuys Tower, expect 10 minutes.
2 Sierra Papa, roger.
November 5364 Kilo, Van Nuys Tower, still there.
Okay, oh, we got some bumps coming off the mountains.
46826, roger, extend down the base at the VA.
Base at the VA, 26.
Okay, this is where it gets trafficy, so keep your eyes peeled. Pay attention to who's coming.
For 4830 November at Delta, are you ready to go?
Off the runway.
30 November is ready to go.
4830 November, runway 16 right at Delta, line up and wait.
Line up and wait at Gulf 30 November. At Delta 30 November.
Thank you. Cessna 826, continue traffic in position.
Continue 826.
Okay, continuing down to 1800. We're at 2500 right now. Ooh, it's really bumpy. Okay, we got a guy. Is he taking off or landing? Looks like he's
Cessna 69 Delta Hotel, frequency change approved.
Okay,
Frequency change approved.
getting down to pattern altitude here.
Lima, exit right, contact ground 121.7.
Can we exit to the left, please?
For Lima, roger, exit left is approved, contact ground 0.7. Good day.
Lima exiting left, thank you.
Okay, almost down.
46826, extend downwind, follow Diamond Star 4 mile final.
Sorry, 26.
Okay,
Somebody crossing the 101 freeway and right traffic, who's that?
that's the Skyhawk 53176.
Skyhawk 53176, roger, squawk 0227.
0227176.
November 4830 November, runway 16 right at Delta, clear for takeoff. Left, crossing is approved, south of the 101 freeway.
South of the 101 freeway, 30 November.
Diamond Star 367, Uniform Sierra, reduce speed, traffic holding in position.
Roger, reducing speed, tell me from
Turkey 1064 X-ray, turn left, intercept the 118, enter right base.
Intercepting the 118, right base, 6 right there.
Skycatcher 5216 Lima, runway 16 right, full length, line up and wait.
16 right,
Okay.
left, wait.
We are now in the pattern at Van Nuys.
16 Lima, runway 16 right, full length, clear for takeoff.
16 right, clear for takeoff, 16 Lima.
And at the end, the Mentor aircraft, who's that?
That's 341 Mike Romeo, ready to go.
Roger, Mentor 341 Mike Romeo, runway 16 right, full length, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, full length, 16 right, Mentor 1 Mike Romeo.
Mentor 1 Mike Romeo, traffic say Diamond Star 2 miles, I'll be ready to go.
1 Mike Romeo.
Cessna 826, you have the Diamond inside ahead of you?
Indeed, 826.
Cessna 826, roger, number 2, follow Diamond Star.
Follow Diamond Star, 826. And that's Tower 84015, you got us on the list?
Okay,
Roger, 8405, second.
okay, we're beam the numbers now.
Departure left often.
Roger, 84058. Skycatcher 5216, Lima, say departure request.
Right crosswind, Simi Valley, 16 Lima.
Skycatcher 116, Roger, at the flood basin right crosswind is approved, brake, Mentor 1 Mike Romeo, runway 16 right, full length, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 1 Mike Romeo, right crosswind.
Skycatcher 5216, Lima, turn 20 degrees to the right.
20 right, 16 Lima.
Diamond Star 7 Uniform Sierra, runway 16 right, clear to land, departing Mentor.
16 right, clear to land, I have the aircraft.
Roger. Cessna 46826, number 2, follow Mentor, correction, follow Diamond Star, runway 16 right, clear to land, wind 1206.
Okay, got both of them in sight.
Number 2, 16 right, clear to land, 826.
This place is a mess.
Turkey 310, Fox traffic, change approved.
They had a White Leg and Brett.
310 to Foxtrot.
November 176, turn right base, follow Cessna 1 mile final, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Okay, right base, we got that traffic in sight. Clear to land number 3, 53176.
Mentor 1 Mike Romeo, say departure request.
Right crosswind, I have the Skycatcher in sight, 1 Mike Romeo.
Mentor 1 Mike Romeo, roger, maintain a visual from the Skycatcher, right crosswind is approved.
1 Mike Romeo.
30 November, request frequency change.
For 30 November, frequency change approved. 176, direct to the numbers.
All right, numbers 176.
Turkey 1064 X-ray, continue through finals. Enter left downwind Gulfstream and trail view. On the left downwind, look for the Gulfstream. I'll be entering at a 4 mile right base.
There we go, 16 right. Holy crap.
Runway looking for traffic. You said there
Got the guy just crossing the numbers now.
Correction, Piper 64 X-ray, continue
Okay,
eastbound
we got
and intercept the 405.
mixtures.
freeway north.
Let's.
intercepting the 405.
Don't have any lights either.
Gulfstream 388 Mike on the visual for 16.
Gulfstream 388 Mike, Van Nuys Tower, runway 16 right, cleared line number 2, follow Cessna 1 mile final. Traffic 3 mile final is a Piper eastbound, they'll be following you.
8 Mike, roger.
Man, it's bumpy on final here.
Clear to land
And
16
my
right.
hands are sweating.
Skycatcher 5216 Lima, frequency change approved.
Change 316 Lima.
Mentor 1 Mike Romeo.
Okay, make sure we've got all of our lights are on.
86 Hotel.
Number 826 X-ray affirmative, taxiway hotel, contact ground 121.7, thanks for help.
Good day, sir.
Alright, T-Sir Pop, I'll be just a couple more minutes for you.
Yes, sir, Papa, roger.
Okay, we're nice and
367 uniform Sierra, can I
getting
contact
nice
ground?
and slow here.
367 uniform Sierra affirmative, ground 121.7, good day.
That's it, thanks, good day.
For 1064 X-ray, you can turn left back to finals. Gulfstream is now 2.5 mile final, reporting out in sight.
Turning back left onto final, 64 X-ray.
Freaking Van Nuys 16 right, huh?
Gulfstream 8 Mike, traffic's over numbers, runway 16 right, clear to land, wind 1205.
Clear to land, 8 Mike.
Ooh, float
You'll be next to go VFR.
05, thanks.
Nurture 015, what's the departure request again?
bounce.
Burbank, 05.
That was not very smooth, but...
Number 176, contact ground 121.7.
Alright, 217, 53176.
Hover 64 X-ray, continue, traffic will be holding in position.
Whew, I am sweating right now. Van Nuys ground, Skyhawk 53176, clear of 16 right at Gulf for taxi back.
53176, Van Nuys ground behind the Cessna, running 16 right, taxi Alpha Charlie.
Okay, Alpha Charlie 216 right, 53176, and can we coordinate flight following with you on the ground?
Cessna 176, affirmative, say the request.
Go into San Luis Obispo at 6,500, 53176. Oh man. Warm. Terrible landing at Van Nuys.
And ground Gulfstream 380 Mike is on Bravo going to Western Jet.
How cool is this?
Number 388 Mike, Van Nuys ground, taxi Western Jet via Bravo.
8 Mike, Western Jet via Bravo.
Number 176, advise and ready to copy.
Ready to copy, 53176.
Cessna 176, right crosswind at the basin. Contact SoCal departure 134.2 and squawk 4635.
4635. Okay, so that is a right turn at the basin, contact approach at 1342 and squawking 4635, 53176.
Cessna 176, read that correct.
Awesome.
Ground up 44 clear, Bravo.
44 right. Okay, 444 November Charlie 9 Star Airport, Bull Creek 101.
4635.
Number 623 Papa Delta Van Nuys Tower. Helicopter 3 Papa Delta, you can make statical arrival and report Balboa.
Okay, so if we have a little bit of a delay on the departure, we might be okay and not have to wait in the run-up, but let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna stop on Alpha, and I think we should be okay. Okay, so the Lear's going, and we got a 172 in front of us. I think he might be in the run-up area. It's a 206.
Touch Craft 8 is India current, Van Nuys altimeter 2999er.
Yeah.
Van Nuys ground, Pepper 1064 X-ray.
34.
Right at a hotel roof.
2.
Taxi back to Prop Park.
Number 106 for X-ray, Van Nuys ground, taxi Prop Park via Alpha.
Taxiing back to Alpha 64 X-ray.
Number 4 Norwood Charlie, caution wake turbulence, traffic off your right, Learjet climbing to 4,000. 4 Norwood Charlie, taxiway Alpha, group
Stop
3,
number
clear
1.
to land.
Okay, let's load the flight. Van Nuys.
Van Nuys ground, signature east, Doug.
Oh, that Falcon is coming in. That looks sick.
Signature east, Doug, Van Nuys ground.
East Doug with the Learjet, going north on Bravo, ramp to ramp.
Signature east, Doug, received via Bravo.
East Doug on Bravo.
Van Nuys ground, Lacey Tug.
Clear Lacey Tug, Van Nuys ground.
Lacey Tug with a citation 3 under tow. Like to go to Bravo 2 via Bravo.
Clear Lacey Tug, proceed via Bravo.
Roger that, Lacey on Bravo.
All right.
Van Nuys ground, good afternoon. Falcon 297 Golf Bravo, exiting 16 right at Papa, going to Lacey.
Falcon 297 Golf Bravo, Van Nuys ground, taxi clear Lacey via Bravo.
Clear Lacey via Bravo, 7 Golf Bravo, good day.
Okay. Go over to the tower. Van Nuys Tower, Skyhawk 53176, holding short number 2 for 16 right.
53176, Van Nuys Tower, Marine 16 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, clear for takeoff. 16 right, 53176. Okay, Rick. So we got... Okay, and 34.2 is in there, ready to go. We're squawking. And let's go lights, camera, and action. Clear to the left, clear to the right. And let's take off from Van Nuys. Holy crap. This is awesome. Oh my God. Okay, right at the basin. So we're here, we're going up to 6,500. Okay, so 16 is identified. Full power, we might take off before this threshold. Okay, everything is green. Airspeed is alive. We are flying. Cool. 16 right.
Tower, red stripe.
Done.
We'll be ready for departure.
There's Van Nuys Tower. Thank you, guys.
Red stripe 3, Van Nuys Tower, roger, have your release. Okay. Central Aircraft India, current altimeter is 2999.
2999. Okay, so we just hold this heading until we hit the basin.
Wind 160 at 3.
Tower, Cessna 4746 uniform ready for departure. We'll be going eastbound.
4746 uniform, Van Nuys Tower, roger, stand by.
Standing by, 462.
Okay. There is our basin. Left turn, and we are heading out to San Luis Obispo.
Red Stripe 003, safe squawk.
We are squawking 4743, Red Stripe 3.
Oh, we're just right on our heading right now. Awesome.
Red Stripe 003, no, just keep the 4743. Also, in future, if you do want us to update the time, just let us know, and instead of piloting a second flight plan, because it mucks up the system.
Okay, so the Burbank Charlie is 3,000 above us.
Red Stripe 003, going straight, line up and wait, just waiting for departure space in here.
Line up and wait, 16 right, Red Stripe 3.
Okay, we got that Burbank traffic in sight. Coming right for us.
For Juliet, turn and only left crossing for jet departure behind you.
Left cross 174 Juliet.
Red Stripe 003, traffic ahead is turning left crossing for you. Cessna, no factor, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff, 16 right, Red Stripe 3.
Whoa, that's bumpy.
November 4746, uniform left crossing to prove south of the 101. Out below 2000, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff. Number 176, contact SoCal departure.
Left.
Okay, departure 53176, see ya. SoCal departure, Skyhawk 53176, 2800.
Approach cap 468.
And I think we're back. I don't know what happened there, but I don't know where it left, so just me here now, departed Van Nuys and got vectored around for some traffic, and now we are heading direct to the San Marcos VOR, which is
124.7, 8 Foxtrot Sierra.
And approach JetBlue 2359 at 6.
we're just flying direct to San Marcos right now via just vector, courtesy of 4th flight.
53176, contact 12 approach 128.65.
Okay, 2865, 53176, see ya. Point Magoo approach, good afternoon, Skyhawk 53176, 5,700, climbing 6,500. We're almost there.
November 21 Sierra, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, it's 120. Good day.
Good day. Someone else calling Magoo requesting advisories.
That was Skyhawk 53176 at 6,000, climbing 6,500.
Skyhawk 53176, Magoo approach, roger. Point me altimeter 2999.
All right, 2999, 53176, thanks. Jeez, it's bumpy as hell up here. All right, we're almost up to 6,500. Getting close. So we have left White Leg and Brett country, and now we are in Grow land. I think we're kind of smoothing out up here. All right, so there is 6,400. We got a little bit to go here. We got a traffic going into Camarillo directly below us, which looks so weird. Okay, so that is about
November 28 Whiskey.
Exactly.
Santa Barbara approach 125.4.
6,500.
25.4 for 28 Whiskey.
Okay, engaged.
Magoo approach. TV7 is with you, squawking 0415.
Good.
TV7 Magoo approach, loud and clear, thanks.
I think we're autopiloted now. Get this thing leaned out properly.
405, you can start that VFR climb again and resume navigation, exit off of Route Whiskey, and contact LA Center 135.5.
Okay, switching LA Center 35.5, and we'll start our climb again.
Okay.
Fly down 405, thanks.
Good day.
Citation 525 Kilo Bravo, 9,779.
Visual approach run.
All right, so
camera,
the camera shut off at some point. I don't know when it shut off. So, this
Roger, expect approach
recap. Just landed on 16 right at Van Nuys, and it was
5 Kilo Bravo.
Terrible landing, but it was so cool.
5 Kilo Bravo.
Finally landing at that airport. And now we're at 6,500, cruising over, we're right between Santa Paula and Camarillo. Camarillo is just off my 11, and it's looking nice. And then Oxnard is a little bit further out there. And Santa Paula is somewhere, I don't know, somewhere in that range.
5 Kilo Bravo, maintain 6.
But we're going direct to San Carlos
24/7
VOR, which is not is closed, NOTAM closed right now. So I'm just flying direct for flight right now, and actually a little bit to the right, couple maybe 5 degrees right there. Should be good. And that looks good. So
November 2 Zulu Golf.
Right now I'm going to
approach 134.2.
as this thing creeps over.
134.2.
Obviously not focused on the production. I'm gonna set everything up right now for San Luis Obispo. ATIS is 20.6. So that's gonna go in COM 2 here. And I actually have
Eagle 32 Magoo approach. Information at X-ray wind 210 at 10.
The FBO.
Sky clear. Altimeter 3.
Have Unicom for them. 31175.
Okay, vectors to the visual 21 full stop.
Eagle 32, descend and maintain 6,200. Expect visual approach runway 21.
So that is good to go. And then we'll plan everything. There's going to be a couple more frequency changes by the time we get there.
Eagle 62, roger. Fly heading 130.
So this is pretty cool. This is just cruising, I guess. Cross country cruising in an airplane. Oh my God. This is freaking cool. Let's see if I can't really spot it, but Santa Paula is somewhere over there. Let's grab a quick selfie to prove that I'm doing this. Because the video isn't enough, right? Such a tool. Oh, right. Okie dokie. Plane's running great. We're burning 8.5.
Cessna 990-157 Magoo approach. When able, clear direct Van Nuys. Appointment altimeter 3000.
There's some guy descending into something.
So SoCal 9910 Echo 3000 to 5500.
November 9910 Echo Magoo approach, roger, maintain VFR and contact SoCal approach now on 134.2, please.
All right, I switched from the Stratix to just my GPS because I was getting ADS-B, but I wasn't getting GPS.
November 6 Tango Alpha, contact SoCal approach.
So that's kind of annoying. So I just switched over to the GPS. So we don't have ADS-B. Weather's fine, and we'll be keeping an eye out for traffic. But I've got the moving map going now on ForeFlight, so that's good. I didn't have the moving map coming to Van Nuys, but that's a much easier flight to navigate visually. So I didn't really even look at ForeFlight. I've practiced that flight a lot more too in the simulator, doing the special flight rules, and I've done that flight a handful of times in real life. So it wasn't. I didn't really need to have the moving map on ForeFlight, but right now it's fine. So we've got a glide ring that can take us all the way to the coast if we want to. So we have tons of places to land if we needed to. A couple of airports. I mean, we almost have 3 airports we can reach right now, not including Point Magoo. But then we'll be coming up to Santa Barbara here. And roughly, Santa Barbara will be in 39 miles or 17 minutes. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm going to keep my ears peeled for frequency change. But yeah, so that first leg was pretty quick. I mean, there's a lot of stuff with that special flight rules transition. You're checking in a lot and then descending immediately into Van Nuys, which was pretty busy. Not really any busier than John Wayne is, but it was definitely a busy thing. Like my hands were sweating like crazy. I bounced it in a couple times. I don't know if the video was recording for that or not. If it wasn't, oh well. If it was, damn it. This leg is probably the easiest because we're going from a delta to another delta. Easier than even Oceano to John Wayne because that's going to have the Bravo transition in it. This is no transition, just delta to delta over a lot of nothing, and it should be, the traffic should be much lighter out here, and there's tons of places to land. I mean, it's not as developed, but there's still, you know, empty roads, fields, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of places that we can put it down if something were to happen. We got our fuels on both, cutoff is in, mixture is leaned, we've got, everything is in the green, we've got fuel, we've got half a tank on both sides, so we got plenty of fuel. We got the autopilot on right now, holding us at 6,500. We've got ForeFlight humming away. It's just looks kind of nice. Checked in with Brad Van Nuys, gave him just a Van Nuys, and just moving on out to San Luis Obispo. I will say visually right now, and I will turn the camera around so you can see it in just a second, but when you're further back, this is something that the simulator doesn't do, is the terrain feels a lot more, there's a lot more depth to the terrain.
We go approach TBM 850.
I know that 6,500 clears us by 1,000 feet from the peak that I'm looking at, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like where I'm heading right towards a mountain. I don't know if I'm gonna want to cut this picture in, but I'm just going to take it anyway, so you, just cause, but it does look like that VOR, the San Marcos VOR, is on a mountain that I'm heading straight towards, but it's not the case. I can see Santa Barbara right now. Coast looks good. The Channel Islands look cool. We should be passed off to Santa Barbara here pretty soon. So I'm kind of going to start talking a little bit slowly, trying to listen to that.
Direct Camarillo, how do you hear?
Cessna 99157, you're loud and clear, sir, how many?
But I'll swing this around so you can see Santa Barbara.
Direct Van Nuys, 157.
Still looking good on the heading. Be maybe 5 to the left. Okay. Point McGrew approach, Skyhawk 53176. That last transmission came in kind of broken.
Is that Skyhawk 157 calling McGrew?
That was Skyhawk 53176. You're coming in a little bit broken. Just wanted to see what that last transmission was, if that was for me.
It was not, sir.
Okay, so I really got to pay attention because that guy is coming in gargled. Should be getting Santa Barbara pretty soon here. Some cool terrain off of our left here. It's kind of some trails up against the coast. There's Santa Barbara.
TBN 00 Charlie, contact Camarillo Tower 128.2.
128.2, 00 Charlie.
TV7, you have TV4 in sight out there?
Affirmative, insight. I'll talk to them on alternate and maintain the separation.
Thanks. Cessna 176, contact approach 125.4.
All right, 25-4, 53176, see ya.
Yeah.
We'll go approach Cessna 894 Kilo Charlie is climbing.
Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 53176, 6,500.
Skyhawk 53176, Santa Barbara approach, Santa Barbara center is 29er.
All right, 299, 53176, thank you. All right, well, I'm happy that that guy, I've been passed off. That last dude was really hard to hear. So we got the handoff okay. We're staying away from the condors. On our right, there's some sanctuaries that they want you up at 9,500 for. But we are cruising along at 6,500, which still is plenty high enough in a 172, but it doesn't really feel like it when you look down. It's kind of funny. When you're so used to numbers being a certain, in a certain range, you know, 4,500 is kind of
Santa Barbara Airport Aviation November now current, now landing.
Kind of like a
15 left and 15
standard. I mean, that's like the highest that we get, really. But 6,500 seems like it's kind of high to me, but it really is not high at all. Looking down, I mean, these peaks are going to be close, relatively speaking. We're plenty out of their way. This peak in front of me is actually, oh no, not that one. I'm looking at another one that's below me. This peak is 2,600 feet. Right in front of me, 2,600 feet. So I'm 4,000 feet above this, and it was like, oh, this is coming up pretty close. And it's
2128 Whiskey.
really, really not.
124.15.
2415 for 20.
Which is crazy. It's a weird perspective. And that's one thing that the simulator doesn't do,
Santa Barbara,
is give you that perspective and depth. So when you get up here, it's really hard to gauge how high you are or what you're doing, what terrain clearance kind of looks like visually, and not to get nervous about it. But that's one of those things that going through this in the simulator, I try to always have like a mental laundry list of things that are very different in the simulator versus in real life, and that depth is one of the things I try to remember is very different in the airplane. Like, it looks different, and if anyone has recently had their first discovery flight or first flight where they're coming into land for the first time or close to it, you know that like sensation of being, that 50 feet off the ground and like kind of pointed at it. It looks and feels so much different versus the simulator, and it can take you off guard, take you by surprise for sure. So when I do these flights in the simulator, I'm really paying attention more to the numbers and trusting in the numbers that I've prepared. So I know that 6,500 gives me a ton of space in front of these, or obstacle avoidance with these peaks, these mountains here. So I know I'm comfortable, and I've obviously have a little bit more experience at this point to know that there are, to expect differences in depth perception and feel. But I know that at 6,500, I don't have to worry about anything. So even though there's a peak out on the horizon that may look like it's higher, the closer I get to it, the lower it goes. And now that I'm closer to these peaks, there's just absolutely no concern at all. And that's a good
descend and maintain at 6,000.
All right, down to 6,000.
A good reason to be thorough on your flight planning, to know what altitude you're flying at and why, and it kind of eliminates that, like, do I have enough clearance for these peaks? Because visually, I'm hung up on that because it looks so cool, but it does look different even though it looks the same. Like the terrain, the locations of everything look exactly the same as a sim, but it's just that feel of that draw distance and those mountains in the back, in the distance, definitely look higher than they are. But this is kind of nice. This autopilot works great. We're coming right up on the VOR right here, and San Marcos VOR. Did I say San Carlos earlier? I don't know. Saint somebody VOR, and we'll be kind of just right in the little valley heading to San Luis Obispo. So it feels like it's going pretty quickly. I mean, Santa Barbara Airport is just right there, and it feels like it's going quickly, which is kind of cool. Obviously very paying attention to everything and looking at the instruments every 2 seconds. What's our ground speed?
Roger. Copy November now, Scout 1368.
Actually moving pretty good. Yeah, we must have a nice little... Oh yeah, we do have a nice tailwind. We have an 18 knot tailwind. Awesome. So we're doing 130 over the ground right now. Indicated I'm at 110. 112 is what I planned for, so I'm just about there. Kind of bouncing around a little bit. But yeah, 18 knot tailwind. That will make the return trip a little bit
That was 1368.
long.
Team flying present heading, descend and maintain 6,000.
Present heading 6,000, Scout 1368.
As we stand right now,
151, turn right heading 3.
we look good. So we've got ATIS here. Let's see if we can pick up the Santa Barbara ATIS. San Luis Obispo ATIS.
340, section 151, we do see the field.
Desert 151, roger, enter 2 mile left base offshore.
Nope.
Clear visual approach, only 25.
All right, we need to lose some altitude, but clear for the visual at 25. He sent you at 151.
Yep, nope. Okay, too far. Too far away. Thank you guys again. Again, I don't know who's watching this, where, or how, but thank you for all of the support and help that you guys have given me throughout this whole trying to get my pilot's license thing. It's been super fun, and it's really fun to share all these flights and experiences with you, especially those of you that are also sim pilots, X-plane, P3D, Pilot Edge, that whole thing, because a lot of these airports are featured heavily, especially on the Pilot Edge network. So it's kind of cool to be able to fly to these airports in the real world and share with you guys what they are like and how close you can get to the real thing with Pilot Edge, with X-plane, you know, these simulators, these in-home simulators. It's really amazing to be able to hop up in a real plane and do this flight for real and feel like I've done it a bunch of times, which I kind of have. My brain doesn't have any distinction between this and what I've prepared for. There are sensations that are different, obviously, and like I said, with the terrain and the depth is definitely different. But in terms of what I am doing, I'm so comfortable with this, and I don't think I could do that with 45 hours of time without Pilot Edge. Doing a cross-country flight like this in LAX Bravo airspace to Van Nuys, which is one of the busiest, if not the busiest, general aviation airport in the world, from one of the busiest in the world, John Wayne, along the coast and, you know, terrain and flight following, just like a non-issue. And okay, we're just over the VOR right now. Yep, there it is. So there's our VOR. Thank you, ForeFlight. And even like the practice on ForeFlight, no, it's like I don't have that many hours in ForeFlight in the real plane, but I've got hundreds in the simulator. And you know, like, you don't have that experience, the ability, without flying all the time, and it's just so expensive. So I can hop in the simulator and do this flight a few times, get in the real plane, and I'm so comfortable with ForeFlight now that, you know.
53176, contact Santa Barbara approach 124.15.
All right, 2415, 53176, see ya. Nah, he doesn't want to play. Okay. Santa Barbara approach, good afternoon, Skyhawk 53176, 6500.
Sky 53176, Santa Barbara approach, San Luis Obispo, altimeter 29907.
All right, 29907, 53176, thank you. Cool, let's go Barrow, 29907. Cool. All right, and we're wanting a 304 heading, so I'm a little bit to the left of that. But there's some terrain here that I kind of want to stay to the west of, so I'm going to 300 is going to be my dude for a little bit. These mountains are gorgeous out here. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all these frickin' pictures, but I'm going to take them while I'm on autopilot, because it's frickin' pretty. It's really pretty.
Number 6036 Golf, Santa Barbara.
God, such a cool place to fly around. There's so much variation in terrain, different airspace and airports. And, I'm going to go from a Charlie to a super busy Delta, over a Bravo, into a Delta, into an untowered airport on the beach. And I mean, I don't know where else you could get that kind of variation in airport and terrain and airspace, and have obviously the weather, as good as it is all the time. Brad and I were talking about last night instrument flying, and that he's like, there's only maybe 3 days a year where if you're an instrument pilot, you can't fly in SoCal. And that's crazy. I mean, there's no icing, there's no gale force winds or convections or anything like that. So we're really lucky to be able to fly here. I'm very lucky to be able to fly here. And I hope sharing some of this stuff is entertaining and fun, and I don't know. It helps me. Sharing this helps me learn, because it keeps me focused on trying to explain things, and that helps me retain it if I am like regurgitating what I'm doing and what's happening and what it's like and what my takeaways were from a certain flight or something. So recapping that, I mean, this is just an excuse to talk to myself and not be crazy. The little red light is on, and I can just, whoever listens to this at whatever point, I have no idea, but it's helping me.
Maintain 5,000.
So,
5,000 now, 7, take off.
It's pretty.
Bonanza 36, golf traffic, 1 o'clock, 5 miles, turning southeast.
Let's see, what do we got? What do we got left here?
Climbing out of 2,000 for 5,000.
All right, we're coming up. We're actually 26 minutes right now.
Bonanza at 5,500.
So 50 miles is pretty good. I feel like we're making really good time.
And Santa Barbara, verify that was at 3,500.
Oh yeah, we don't have. There's no ILS on this side.
Bonanza's at 5,500. 55, thank you. That's 36 golf, Roger.
Santa Ynez, I don't want that. I don't want LAX.
Santa Barbara, clear 7 Tango Alpha. Can we take up a 140 heading? And layer 7 Tango Alpha, 140 heading is approved. Climb, maintain 8,000. 140, 8,000, 7 Tango Alpha. Number 7 Alpha Delta, turn right heading 140.
Ooh, it's getting a little bumpy. Okay.
Clear 7 Tango Alpha traffic, no factor. Contact LA Center 119.05. Good day.
Starting to get a little bumpy. Okay, let's get whoa. Forward cam. All right, so we're like 40 miles out. Bumpy as hell. We've got the weather, and it's nice and quiet up here. Crap.
Delta 7 Alpha Delta, turn right heading 220.
Another bump. Oh, yeah, it is. It is bumpy.
Bonanza 707 Alpha Delta, position 8 miles from Camco. Turn right, heading 270. Maintain VFR till established on the localizer. Cleared localizer D, meet back course Alpha, approach Santa Maria Airport.
Okay. Yeah, it is super frickin' bumpy. It's hot out, so just like that afternoon hot air rising off these fields and up the mountains and stuff, but it's really, really pretty bumpy.
SoCal approach, Sundown 212 Whiskey's crest depart 6,500 to 4,500.
Sundown 28 Whiskey, VFR, descend at your discretion.
VFR descend at my discretion, 212 Whiskey.
Okay, well I can see Oceano and the dunes and everything from here. And we're getting ever so closer now. Yeah, it is super bumpy. It probably won't be any better on the way back too, as it gets a little warmer. Which is what it is, I guess. I don't know if you guys are picking up those bumps, but ooh. We're having to slow it down. Man, this is so pretty up here. We're expecting 29. Okay. All right.
Number 4550 Romeo, Santa Barbara departure radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000. And number 50 Romeo, turn right heading 360, unable to proceed direct passenger, over. Bonanza 707 Alpha Delta, contact Santa Maria Tower, 118.3.
Okay, what's our outside air temp?
Bonanza 6036 Golf, contact Santa Barbara approach on 125.4. Good day.
67. Cool. Okay, so there is, I can see where the airport should be. We're headed straight for it. Man. I got some new pants and they are very breathable. And I feel nice and cool up here. I know that is a weird thing to comment on, but I just noticed how comfortable I am right now. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. Okay, it's almost 50 past the hour.
Information X-ray 195.
Okay, so we still have X-ray is still current for the moment.
455 Sierra Romeo, contact Oakland Center on 128.7.
This is a long time on this one frequency.
Over 4099er Whiskey, traffic 2 o'clock, 2.5 miles southeastbound, slightly converging, altitude indicates 3,000, type unknown. Well, he's above you now, he's about 600 feet above you, shouldn't be a factor, I just want to let you know he's there. Over 4099
Come a little bit right here.
3,500 now.
Trying to stay away from those mountains because that seemed to be where the bumps were. It's smoothed out now.
November 909 Whiskey, radar service terminated. Squawk 1200, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
All right, let's get the San Luis Towers 240. Hey.
92472 Quebec.
Might be okay to go straight to them.
Santa Maria altimeter 299er.
26 miles out. Now that it's smoothed out, able to speed up a little bit. So we're back to our nice tailwind help ground speed. And there's Oceano, I can see it from here, and that is awesome. Scope that out.
Sundowner 212A Whiskey, traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles southeastbound, altitude indicates 3,500. Contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
124.0, 212A Whiskey, switch for that traffic.
Lots of places to land out here. Lots of fields, dirt roads, empty country roads. Santa Maria Airport. Santa Maria. Okay. Beautiful thing.
707 Alpha Delta is calling Santa Maria.
So we're within 25 miles now.
Santa Barbara departure, Caravan 805 Delta Zulu 1.4 climbing 13,000.
We should be making landing at Santa Barbara or San Luis Obispo exactly what I told them. I said I'd be there about 2.
November 805 Delta Zulu, Santa Barbara departure,
it's like
radar
exactly
contact, Santa Maria altimeter 299er, traffic in the pattern at Vandenberg, left close traffic is a King Air.
999er, and I'll be looking for that King Air 5 Delta Zulu.
Number 5 Delta Zulu, the King Air is 1 o'clock and 3 miles southeastbound, converging at 1,900.
Looking 5 Delta Zulu.
SNA 646, Roger.
Okay, so we can slowly start our descent now.
Number 707 Alpha Delta radar contact 3 Northwest Santa Maria Airport altimeter 299er.
299er, 7 Alpha Delta. And we'd like to do another approach on the RNAV 30 back to Santa Maria.
Number 7 Alpha Delta, roger. Expect vectors in 5 miles, traffic 11 o'clock, 6 miles northbound, 3000, survey aircraft Cessna 172, 2900.
Okay, look for traffic, thanks. We'll accept vectors, 7 Alpha Delta.
Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 53176. We have X-ray at San Luis Obispo, and we're going to start our descent now. Possibly.
Number 7 Alpha Delta, survey aircraft now 2 o'clock and 3 miles northbound at 2800.
Look for traffic, 7 Alpha Delta. Traffic in sight, 7 Alpha Delta.
Number 7 Alpha Delta, roger.
Okay. Make this one good. Okay, we got the ATIS. Oh, and airport is in sight. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god, that's so cool. That is really cool. And we're 15 miles. Yeah, I don't need that beeping at me.
Airband 5 Delta Zulu, King Air traffic in the pattern. Vandenberg is no longer a factor.
So we got 200 feet, 212 feet, and 1212 on the pattern altitude. So 1212 and 200. 212.
Santa Barbara departure, Wayland 18 is checking in, passing 1500 to 4000.
Wayland 18, Santa Barbara departure, ident. Look 4963 Golf, Santa Barbara approach, say destination, the altitude you're going to cruise at.
I feel like I hear radio bleeding into my headset for the radios. That's weird.
63 Golf, squawk 0111. Wayland 18, radar contact, the Vandenberg altimeter 3001. Advise, ready to copy.
3001 and Wayland 18 is ready to copy.
Wayland 18 cleared to the Edwards Air Force Base via turn right heading 350. Expect vectors to San Marcos, Victor 12, Palmdale, direct, arm and maintain 8000.
Initial contact, give information X-ray.
We still have X-ray.
Wayland 18 is clear to Edwards Air Force Base via right turn to 350, followed by direct to San Marcos, Victor 12, Palmdale, direct Edwards, climb maintain 8000.
Wayland 18, read back is correct. Start that right turn quickly, please. You're getting into some hot airspace. And what final altitude do you want to cruise at?
Wayland 18 request 15,000, expediting turn to 350.
5 Delta Zulu, roger. Attention all aircraft in the vicinity of Lompoc Airport. Parachute jump operations about to commence directly over Lompoc. Outer below 13,500 for the next 5 minutes. Use caution. Cessna 2472 Quebec, contact Santa Barbara approach 125.4.
Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 53176. We have X-ray at San Luis Obispo Airport is in sight.
Number 53176, contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
San Luis Tower 240, 53176, see ya.
Ground runway 29, taxi VL.
San Luis Tower, good afternoon, Skyhawk 53176, 10 to the southeast with X-ray, full stop.
This is 53176, San Luis Tower, make straight in runway 29.
Straight in runway 29er 53176.
228 Whiskey's on the ground, safe, request exit Charlie for ACI.
28 Whiskey, San Luis ground, taxi to Alpha ACI.
Okay, straight into 29.
228 Whiskey.
And Cessna 3558 Foxtrot, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi to Alpha. Did you have a request?
Man, it's awesome to be able to see that airport from so far back.
Did someone else call?
That really helps. Okay, let's do a pre-landing checklist. So we've got seatbelts, we're good here. Fuel selectors on both. Cutoff is in.
Stop and go, 29er.
30 Mike approved, runway 29er.
Altimeter is good. Radios, we're already obviously talking. Autopilot is confirmed off. Hit the button a couple times just to be quadruple sure. We've got the runway in sight. And it's 29, I can bug the heading. And this is we've essentially been on like a 40-mile final. Okay, let's make this one nice.
Sorry, let's go for a second.
And we got
Whiskey,
all of our lights are on.
Taxi via Mike and hold short runway 29 around the compass rose.
Bond trimming here. Looking good. Still pretty good on the speed. Showing 110. I don't have really any wind right now. It's maybe a couple of knots of headwind, if that, but there's center line, there's 29. I can't believe I'm doing this. I almost just wanted to use the scroll wheel to zoom in to the airport, but I can't. Okay,
Did you want a VFR climb?
Mixture is rich there.
Yeah, we don't have that, so it'll just be, you'd be clear to your destination airport for via runway heading, vectors passive rollables direct, climb VFR 2 and maintain 8,000, and the rest is unchanged.
Okay. All right, we've done 2 landing checklists. I'm going to do a third. Make sure then fuel's on both, cutoff is in.
Potential aircraft information, Yankees now current, altimeter 29096.
Okay, it's going down a little bit. Okay, on glide slope. .110, so we're just at the 10 degrees of flaps zone, but we're a little bit far out now. We're 3-mile final now.
08 Mike's going around.
0 Mike, roger, make left close traffic.
Left close traffic, 08 Mike.
St. Louis Tower, Skyhawk 53176, 3-mile final 29.
Skyhawk 176, runway 29er, clear to land.
Clear to land 29er 53176. 8 up that last mile, we're now at 2 miles, 2.2. Getting some bumps coming off the fields below. My palms are sweating again.
So 5403 Victor, San Luis ground runway 29er, taxi via Alpha.
Okay, first notch of flaps coming in. Ooh, and that slows.
Whiskey without the
that slows down.
Runway 29er, runway 29er,
nice.
taxi via Alpha.
Another thing to remember about the differences between real airplanes and fake ones.
03 Victor, just follow the Baron crossing taxiway
equal
to your right.
drag. Okay, so we're...
San Luis Obispo Tower, Cessna 12577, holding short of runway 29 Alpha, ready for takeoff with like a left downwind departure.
It's 577 San Luis ground, short of runway 29er, landing traffic.
Holding short, 29er, 577.
A little bit high, we can fix that with some...
It's 5737 on request.
Slip.
And who had a VFR request?
That's a piece of cake. Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
5403 Victor, go ahead.
Let it settle. That was my nicest landing ever.
Victor, Santa Barbara departure.
Oh my God.
127.7.
But stay on the center line. Don't ruin it.
6.
Oh my God, that was so nice. Yes.
Victor, advise when you're ready for departure.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
San Luis Obispo Tower, Baron 3109 Whiskey is ready for departure, runway 29er.
This is 577 San Luis Tower, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
577, cleared for takeoff for runway 29.
Cherokee 08 Mike, I'll call your base.
You'll call my base, 08 Mike.
This is 176, where are you going to park?
We're parking at ACI for the restaurant, 53176.
76, taxi straight out of the restaurant.
Okay, straight in, 53176.
Baron 09 Whiskey, still short of runway 29er.
Still short of runway 29er, 3109 Whiskey.
Sky's 5737, clearance available. Sky's 5737, clear to Los Angeles Airport via the Crate 3 departure. Morro Bay transition, San Marcos as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 13,000 5 minutes after departure. Santa Barbara departure frequency will be 127.72, squawk 4774.
There we go, there's our ACI guy. Awesome. Sure we're not blinding him.
It's 5737, reback's correct, and give me a call back about 5 minutes prior to push back for flow. Baron 09 Whiskey, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29er. I'd like to have a left turn now for Santa Maria,
cool.
please.
09 Whiskey approved.
Thanks, sir.
Cessna 3558.
All right, first part is down. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, hey everybody, we're back for the second half of the solo long cross-country flight. We're at San Luis Obispo, and a quick flight to Oceano, which is right on the ocean, pretty much. Cool view. I can't wait to see this airport in person. And then we're going to head back down to John Wayne. Let's get just getting everything kind of situated here in the cockpit, making sure the DG is set. Got the ATIS for San Luis Obispo. We have Zulu, and then we'll contact ground and get a departure out of here, but we look like we're okay. Let's pull up the taxi diagram just so we can pretend like we know what we're talking about. Okay. San Luis ground, Skyhawk 53176, and information Zulu over at the restaurant parking, taxi for a south departure.
November 53176, San Luis ground, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha.
All right, 29er via Alpha 53176, and we're headed over to Oceano. We'll just stay with you guys until we're out of your airspace.
Cessna 176, roger.
Okay, so 29er via Alpha. is on his way. Got the window open because I am sweating like crazy. It's not that hot up here. It's just bright in the sun and doing all the pre-flight stuff. It was kind of warm. And 91. So what I was saying about it's not really that hot is incorrect. It felt nice at the restaurant being in the shade, but this is not in the shade. This is Central California, Central Coast, and we're on the coast, but it's still really hot. So I'm really happy about how the first leg went. By landing at Van Nuys, I don't know if the camera captured that or not, but it was pretty bad. Just kind of bounced. I mean, it wasn't like a disaster. I just bounced it a couple times. It was smooth enough. It just bounced it. And then my landing into San Luis here was the best landing that I've ever had. It was super smooth, center line. I kind of let it drift after on the roll, the landing roll. But overall, I was really happy. I had 40 miles basically to prepare for that landing versus, just craziness into Van Nuys. That's going to be my excuse on that one, even though it's just that my palms were sweating and they're not all good. So I'm going to try to get two more really good ones. Oceano is uncontrolled and, right off the water. Pretty cool airport. Like I said, I'm really excited to see this thing. And then it's going to be a long haul back, Cessna 172 long haul back to John Wayne and back to familiarity. It's going to be weird going into John Wayne, having been away from there. I remember the first couple cross countries that I did. It's weird coming back into John Wayne because it's so familiar, and when you are coming from someplace that's really not familiar, and you're not used to going to unfamiliar airports, it was kind of a cool feeling to feel like you're back home and back in a comfort level. So that was an interesting experience. So let's get our pre-takeoff checklist going. So we've got flight controls are free and correct. No one flipped the cables while we were having lunch. That looks good. Check the trim. So we got fuel on both, mixture, cutoff, throttle, flaps are up. We've got the appropriate lights are on, master's mags. Okay, so let's get our run up going here. Check the mags. There's 1800. Good drop on the left.
Helicopter 53 Charlie, runway 29 clear for the apps.
Good job on the right. It's good. Let's check idle. Past 700, the amp should drop. The alternator kicks off. And then we're back. Okay. All right, so we're going to go left crosswind departure. We're going to follow. There's like a freeway that we're going to follow down to the coast. And we're going to be on with their Unicom, which is 22.7. 22.7 is Oceano, and we'll let them know where we're at. Hopefully not make too much of a mess of that. And then we'll contact Santa Barbara approach on our way out of there for John Wayne. Okay. Everything seems to be in working order. Good. Okay. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's give you guys the good view. Alrighty, so our pre-takeoff checklist is complete. So we're squawking VFR as well, and we got more check on the lights. Looking good. .7. San Luis Tower, good evening. Skyhawk 53176, holding short 29er with a left crosswind departure.
SF to 53176, San Luis Tower, hold short, runway 29er, traffic departing ahead.
Okay, holding short at runway 29er 53176.
Requesting taxi for the west side.
Helicopter 53 Charlie, have a taxi to the west side parking across the grass to Mike.
Yeah, the grass to the west side, 53 Charlie. Thank you.
Okay, the helicopter's getting out of our way. Hover taxi. Get a move on, bro. And he's taxiing all the way down there. That dude was doing pattern work the entire time I was eating. Auto rotations.
Cessna 176, left crosswind departure approved, runway 29er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 29er, left crosswind departure approved, 53176. And tower, Santa Barbara approach 27725, is that the best off of Oceano for departing for flight following?
Cessna 176, affirmative.
Thank you, sir. Okay, lights, camera, action, mixture full. Okay, everything's latched, everything is secured. There's the center line. Let's head to Oceano. Thank you, San Luis Obispo, for being so nice on my long solo cross country. Everything's in the green, airspeed is alive. Awesome. Okay, so now we're up. I think the camera shut off again, but we just departed San Luis Obispo, and we're going to follow this freeway to Oceano. It's going to keep us at 1,000. I mean, MSL AGL. We're just right. We're right. We're a little bit higher now. So Oceano, the pattern altitude is just 1,000 feet. So I don't want to climb too high before getting into their airspace. So just enough to follow this freeway here and stay 1,000 feet above anything, and we're going to be well above that. So nice takeoff from San Luis Obispo.
Cause 4 Alpha Juliet, San Luis Tower, runway 29er, continue.
9er, continue, 4 Alpha Juliet.
All right, and basically right when we get to the ocean is where the San Luis airspace ends. So it really is not much further. But following this freeway makes it super easy. You can kind of see it from here. And we're back. All right, so I'm going for the pier right now, and that's going to be a good check-in point for Oceano, and it also will make the crossover over midfield a little bit more of a perpendicular 45. I mean, it's going to be more of a 45. That looks good. And pattern altitude is 1,000, so I'm not too far from that right now. Lights are all still on. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is 1,200 descending to 1,000 over the pier inbound. We're going to cross over midfield, enter a left downwind 29er Oceano. Oh, look at the dunes. That's so cool. And this frequency sounds very quiet, so we don't have anybody to fight with to get in here. And it's a 2,300 foot runway, so it is shorter than your average. But we're right on a 45 to cross. And there's pattern altitude, so that is good. Don't see or hear anyone. Oh, we've got some whales off the coast, so that's cool. Looking for traffic, and I see some blowholes. Some breaching whales, that's ridiculous. There's a bunch of them out there. Pay attention. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk 1000, split the cross midfield, entering a left downwind for 29 Oceano. Okay, we got 29 already bugged from San Luis Obispo. There is 1000. Man, those dunes are pretty. Okay. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk, entering a left downwind for 29er Oceano. All right. We're beam the numbers, technically. And we'll square this off into a nice downwind. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk turning left base, 29er Oceano. Okay, good. There's the road that kind of parallels it. Keep an eye on that. Okay, good. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is turning final, 29er Oceano. Oh my God, look at this airport. That is so cool. Whoa. Yeah, 2,300 feet is not very long, but if we do a nice short field like we've been practicing, shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, another good one. Nice. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is clear of 29, taxi back, 29, Oceano. Wow, that felt like another good one. All right. And let's check in with Brad. Cool. All right. So we're going to get flight following in the air once we're out of Oceano here, which, God, this is a cool little airport. Holy crap. Nobody's here, which is a shame at the moment. Well, I mean, it is a Thursday afternoon, but I'm taking advantage of the fact that this is here, and my God, that was a cool approach. All right, let's fly neighborly. Okay. All right, so let's load my flight plan in here for John Wayne. Let's see here, where L52 John Wayne. Yeah, there he goes. And we're going to send that to maps. And there is our John Wayne. Okay, we're going to use the cruise time to prep for the coastal route, but we're going to go up to 5,500 from here, but we're going to depart. We're going to do a downwind departure right now out of Oceano. So everything looks good here. That was freaking amazing, and now it's time to get out of Oceano. Cool, okay. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is departing 29, departure to the east, left downwind departure 29er, Oceano. Okay, it's kind of a short field, so we can put in some flaps and give. I mean, it's obviously well within our performance, but let's give us plenty of space. We have clear on the right, clear on the left. Mixture is in, good. Okay. It's full power, everything's in the green. Okay, everything is still in the green. Airspeed is alive. And we are up. Keep that nice climb going here out to the coast. Keep the climb coming. BX. Looking good. Still looking good. Okay, flaps can come up. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk turning left crosswind, Oceano. Okay, our airspeed is good. We've got a nice climb going here. And there's just a bunch of freaking whales out here. That's crazy. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is left downwind for a 29er, eastbound departure, Oceano. Bunch of guys with ATVs and stuff on the dunes, that is pretty cool. Really cool. All right, so Santa Maria is close by, so let's pick up flight following as soon as we can as we get out of Oceano airspace. Oceano traffic, Skyhawk is climbing through 1,200 departing to the east, last call, Oceano. Okay. Santa Barbara approach, good evening. Skyhawk 53176, 1,500, climbing 5,500.
53176, Santa Barbara approach. Say, your type aircraft, and are you doing survey work?
Here we're at Charlie 172 Slant Gull, and we just departed Oceano. I'd like to pick up flight following to John Wayne via the coastal route.
And Cessna 53176, Santa Maria altimeter 29er, 9er, 7 understand you'll be leveling off at 5,500.
Yes, affirmative, 5,500, 53176.
Cog 53176, squawk 4667.
4667176.
Attention all aircraft, Santa Maria, ATIS information, Foxtrot now current. Cog 53176, radar contact 8 miles northwest Santa Maria Airport, 2100.
Cool.
Santa Barbara, good afternoon, 876 uniform, Charlie, 1000, descending 9.
So that is...
We have San Luis in sight with Zulu.
Pretty easy.
876 uniform, Charlie, Santa Barbara.
Let's just keep climbing. We want to stay away from Santa Maria, which we're kind of headed towards right now.
Uniform, Charlie.
I can see it.
176, flight heading 180, vector for traffic departing Santa Maria.
Okay, that's heading 180, 53176.
176, affirmative, flight heading 180.
Okay, so I guess we're going to actually...
186, traffic departing runway 30 Santa Maria. Shortly will be a site, correction, will be a Learjet. They'll be in a right-hand turn, eventually southbound, but they'll pass off your left side.
Okay, I'll be looking out for that traffic, 176. Keep a climb going here. Man, it's hard to imagine this being any cooler. Can't believe those whales coming into Oceano. That was pretty special. My God. Pretty special. Okay, let's keep an eye out for that Lear departing Santa Maria, which is at my 10 o'clock, basically. And Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 53176. We should expect a turn before the Vandenberg airspace, right?
Skyhawk 53176, affirmative. I'm waiting for the Learjet to depart. Looks like they're departing now, and then you can expect a left turn. Actually, you can expect on nav here shortly.
Okay, roger that. Thanks, 53176. We're headed right towards restricted airspace. I'm like, dude, you're sending me right towards Vandenberg? Approach 53176 has that traffic in sight.
Skyhawk 176, roger, resuming navigation.
Oh, nav 176, thanks. Okay, so that was a little bit of a detour. Stupid Learjet.
Side 52, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, calling and maintain 8000.
So, we are on nav, and we're direct to our little VOR friend, which is not being a VOR lately.
Riptide 52, flight heading 130. Riptide 52, traffic 1 to 2 o'clock, 10 miles northbound, Cessna Skyhawk descending out of 6000 to the airport.
Did he say 176? Was that for me? Approach, was that for 53176?
53176, negative.
Oh, yep. Awesome.
Station 6 uniform Charlie, contact San Luis Tower 124.
Always ask, I feel like, right?
Tower now, 6
I mean, I don't know. I'll obviously ask Brad, but if you ever question if someone's calling out traffic for you, it sounded like he said something 6. It was a little bit gargled. But I am going to check and confirm that that was not for me.
Riptide 52, traffic 1 o'clock now, 8 miles north-northeast bound, Cessna Skyhawk, sending through 5,600. No factor contact, LA Center 119.05. Have a good night.
All right.
Yep.
So once we get up to our cruise altitude, 5,500, I'm going to toss on the autopilot, get this thing comfortable, and get myself comfortable, and then prepare for the coastal route southbound, which is super easy. I find it easier than the special flight rules because there's only basically 2 radio calls you have to make. The only difference is you're obviously being cleared into the Bravo by approach, which is fine, but it's a lot more positive control, which takes the guesswork out of it, and you're on 2 radials. They know exactly where you are, and they tend to be, the few times that I've done it, they tend to be very quiet frequencies as well, and not much traffic. So it's a lot more of a relaxing transition than the special flight rules are. Special flight rules are kind of easier because you don't have to talk to approach, and you can, the tolerances are a lot wider, but once you're in it, this is easier. There's a little bit more planning involved, but it's easier once you're in it. That didn't make any sense. I said they're both easier. That can't be the case. So I am directly over Santa Maria. Hi, Mom. My mom is Santa Maria. The weather has remained very nice. There's not really much wind, and it doesn't look like we're going to have too much of a threat of a marine layer, at least judging off of what's happening up here, which is cool. All right, we're just pointed right towards San Marcos. All right, so there's 5,500, and that's going to be our altitude for quite some time until we are, basically until we're at Long Beach. All right, so let's get into cruise mode. Check everything. We got fuels on both. Plenty of
6 Hotel Alpha contact, San Maria Tower 118.3.
And we're cruising. Man, it's pretty all the way around here. So this was the part of the flight that
San Luis, ATIS information, Alpha, not current.
I was not worried about, but curious how I would handle, because this is cruise. Okay, so we are comfortably in cruise now. Everything is set. We've got the mixture leaned. Our fuel flow is as we had planned. Our airspeed is looking good. Our ground speed is okay. It's a little bit slower than it was coming out here, which we had a very healthy tailwind. This looks like we have still, actually the winds have shifted a little bit, so we have a little tailwind, not as much as we had coming up here. So we should be making decent time as well. But yeah, so this is the part of the flight that I was curious how I would like it or not, because this is going to be roughly 2 hours in this plane, flying at 5,500, and I feel like until you actually done the time, it's hard to imagine what, how you're going to handle it. Like, am I going to be bored? Am I going to find this boring? Am I going to find it relaxing? Is it going to go by really quick because I'm constantly doing things? Because coming up here, the leg from Van Nuys to San Luis Obispo, I felt went by really quick. We were moving. I mean, the ground speed was 130. We had a crazy tailwind. It was like 18 knot tailwind. So that went a lot faster than anticipated. This one will probably be about the same, about the correct distance. And it's a long time. It's a long time to be in a 172, I feel like, but I've never done it. This is the longest I've ever just sat going. You know, Brad and I have done some flights that were pretty long. We had almost 3 hours on our first flight, but we were doing patterns and air work and all kinds of stuff, so it was a very busy 3 hours and tiring because we were doing maneuvers and a bunch of landings and stuff. This is just cruising, and it's very strange. It feels kind of weird right now that I can look out the window. You know, I've got you know, instruments, everything's in the green, everything's just kind of where it is. I put the iPad back on the yoke. I think for this kind of flight, I prefer it on the yoke versus the local John Wayne stuff, which we've done so much of that if I was going on a quick Dana Point tour or something like that, I don't really even need the iPad at all. So having it not mounted and stowable helps. In the pattern, it's not, I don't mind, or I don't like it mounted because it's in the way. But this is perfect. I can just monitor everything and, you know, just keep an eye on the route, you know, speed, ground speed. Ground speed is actually dropping right now, so I think our tailwind is turning into a little bit of a headwind right now, but that's fine. So San Luis Obispo is awesome. It's a cool little airport. It's definitely smaller than I thought it was going to feel like. But the restaurant was really good. ACI, that's ACI's headquarters is at San Luis Obispo, and they were fantastic there. Cool building. They're building another building, so they're going to have a new, nice big new building, probably similar to John Wayne's. And then Oceano just blew me away. There were whales just off the coast. The dunes were freaking gorgeous. The runway was nice. Airport is cool. I mean, it's a little tiny airport, but it's just right on the beach, and I bet that town is pretty cute. So I definitely want to go back to Oceano. And it was fun. Like, 2,300 feet runway is definitely short. Did a short field takeoff. I landed pretty short. I meant for it to be a short field landing. I didn't do maximum braking or anything, but it was, you know, kind of simulated, I guess, but wasn't too hard on it. Made an early taxiway and just taxi back. That was so worth doing. When I was planning this trip, and you know, Brad had suggested going to San Luis Obispo, I need the time, so that seemed like it was a good distance to not do it all in one shot, but do enough of it in one shot and go someplace that, you know, is definitely out of the area that we usually fly. And going directly over Oceano, I've heard a lot about that airport and a lot of things from, there's some podcasts that I listen to with one of the ladies that runs that airport, and just talking about how great of a general aviation airport it is, and it did not disappoint. It's gorgeous. The view is unbelievable. San Luis Obispo is a cool town, and that area right there is definitely worth another trip back there and maybe an overnight at some point way down the road. But really fun airport. And this cruise is nice too because it's not overly developed. There's a lot of, you know, wineries and farmland and hills and everything. So it's a little bit more comforting flying in this type of terrain versus constant LA basin where emergency landing spots are like impossible to find. Like where every couple minutes, I mean, it's almost literally every 2 minutes, I'm looking for a new landing spot. And right now the 101 is just wide open. There's fields and country roads and everything around here. I mean, if heaven forbid the engine were to fail on this portion of the flight, it would be, I was going to say it'd be easy. No, it'd be relatively easy to find or to pick a spot to land, emergency landing spot. That's one of the tricks in the basin area that Brad has really pushed me to think about at every moment is where are you going to land, where are you going to land, where are you going to land, because there are so few locations that are good to land. So you want to have one picked, because if you don't and you have an engine out and you're needing to make that decision very quickly, you're going to lose a lot of time looking around for the best spot versus having one picked out. So that is, I feel relaxed for a couple reasons. One, I'm so happy that I'm doing this and that it's gone well so far. Autopilot is on, and there's a ton of places to land. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. It's still kind of hot. We're down to 71 degrees, so that's nice. It was 91 when we left San Luis Obispo. The battery for the GoPro has kind of been a little bit of a pain in the ass, so a couple of times the USB cable jiggled itself free, so I think I've got a better solution because I had so many battery backups. I just used a different one, and I think the female end is a little bit tighter on this one, so it's staying in. So hopefully there'll be no more interruptions in the footage, but not my concern on this flight as much as I would love to have this thing completely documented. It's not my priority, obviously. I just want to be able to remember as much of this as possible because it took a long time to get to this point because of some clerical stuff. Brad and I were ready for this, I want to say like 3 months ago. So it's been almost 3 months waiting to do this, which has enabled me to do a lot of planning, which, hey,
Santa Barbara,
where are you going?
243 off.
So I've had a ton of time to prepare for this, which is good. It's making this even easier than it would be normally because I've practiced this so many times in the simulator that you know, all these airports. This does not want to stay tight. All these airports I'm super familiar with. I called Brad when I landed in San Luis Obispo and I said, dude, it's exactly like the sim. I know where everything is. It's so weird. Even the shape of the building, the ACI building, is exactly the same. And that takes a lot of the,
Got 438 looking.
I don't want to say guesswork out of it, but a lot of that uncertainty that I feel that you would get going into some place that's completely new. I mean, you can look at the charts only so much and it's only going to tell you so much versus seeing it from the ground in a 3D manipulatable environment where you're actually being able to navigate around yourself, which is really helpful. Obviously, like Google Earth and stuff helps too, but the sim
approach, got 438, traffic.
really helps.
Got 438, arrest. Resume on navigation.
Okay, we're getting a little bumps here, and I think we're going to be coming up. I'm going to see if I can guess the approach. We got 2415. This is the spot that I was having some bumps on the way up. It's still a little bumpy. It's nowhere near as bad as it was, so I think we're okay. There's just a couple little bumps. We're okay.
November 53176, contact Santa Barbara approach 125.4.
Okay, 25-4, 53176. That was a mess.
November 10, Echo fighting 110.
110, 10 Echo.
Santa Barbara approach, car 20933, single 860, 20 miles to south, departing Santa Cruz Island, inbound for PAX drop-off with information Quebec.
Aircraft calling that just departed Santa Cruz Island. You're coming in very, very broken and barely readable. What's your call sign? Say it slowly, please.
Last calling call sign was guard 20933.
Guard 20933, ident.
Ident, guard 20933.
Santa Barbara approach, Skyhawk 53176, 5500.
November 53176, Santa Barbara approach, altimeter 29904.
All right, 29904, 53176, thank you.
Guard 20993, radar contact 18 miles south Santa Barbara Airport. Verify landing in
Jesus,
Santa Barbara.
bumpy.
Do you have information Quebec?
We have information Quebec. We'd like to land at the helipad for a momentary delay, please.
There's all kinds of turbulence coming off these mountains, which are right in the shot there.
20933, roger, maintain VFR, proceed to the city path.
Maintain VFR and proceed to the city path, car 20933.
So that's Santa Barbara, right off the left or right side there.
Gary Copter 20933, verify information Quebec.
Guard 20933 has information Quebec.
Gary Copter 20933, roger, contact Santa Barbara Tower 119.7, have a good day, sir.
119.7, car 20933, good day.
Man, this is so pretty. Yeah, so I think that turbulence was that mountain wave coming off of those mountains, not anything convective. It felt like it was on the way out because I wasn't facing the mountains, so I kind of forgot that they were right there. But it was super bumpy. Interesting. Keep that in mind. All right, here's our VOR.
3602, just to maintain 4,000.
We're right above it now-ish. You can just see it. You could probably, it's right along that ridge, kind of see, I think you can see it, right along there. That's the VOR, right where my finger is.
Santa Barbara approach.
So I'm going to beam it a little bit, but I want to be on the windward side of these mountains because I've learned my lesson.
23 Juliet.
Volunteer 3602, turn left heading 100.
so that is fully abeam, the VOR, which is not operational. There is Santa Barbara Airport. And right ahead is like downtown Santa Barbara.
One two 3602 Center Report, 10 o'clock, 6 miles, port to airport site.
Okay.
3602, roger, left traffic, turn base at about 2000, cleared visual approach runway 25. 3602, there's traffic, 1 o'clock and 5 miles northbound, 1,000 feet, a guard helicopter inbound to Santa Barbara Airport. You can contact Santa Barbara Tower 119.7, let them know you're looking for that traffic.
All right, so I kind of was looking at this part of the flight as the halfway point. Santa Barbara is right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's probably shooting into the sunlight and you probably can't even see me. But that's Santa Barbara Airport. Downtown Santa Barbara is right, like my 2 o'clock right here. And I've got the autopilot on. The mountain wave coming off the mountains, Santa Barbara mountains there, knocked me around a little bit, had to slow down. I was just like at a perfect altitude to get nailed by him. But I was just sitting back, like the autopilot is on, and when Brad and I did our tune-up flight yesterday, we finished the last 0.1 of simulated instrument flying that I had to do, and when I have those goggles on, I sit like this and look at the instruments and just kind of am dialed into all of them. I'm just reading the instruments. And I just was curious, like, hey, how do you usually sit when you're doing that? And we kind of went back and forth on that. Not a big deal, I was just curious how he sat. But right now, I am just sitting in this chair. I've got all these vents open, blowing air at me. Got my comfy pants on. ForeFlight is right in front of me right here. I've got GPS going right there. I know exactly where I am. I've got unbelievable views around me. Like, these mountains are
Santa Barbara approach, Cherokee 2.
Gorgeous. Like, it's so cool. So cool. And this is awesome.
We will get Quebec here.
And this is part of flying in aviation that I have not experienced yet. Only from like a little tiny taste of it here and there, but the going someplace, being up in the air, cruising for, you know, a good amount of time, enough to sit back and just kind of, you know, keep an eye out for traffic. Not like the constant buzzing around the local stuff that I have been doing. This is awesome. This is so freaking cool. There's downtown Santa Barbara. You see Santa Barbara? Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm going to use all of these pictures for, but there they are. There you go. I like this. It would make it a lot better to have somebody to share all this with. That's the one thing that this is missing, is either going to see somebody or having somebody with me. And this is great. It's great to be alone and focus and not have to worry about another person, but it's still just so cool. But it's still kind of part of what makes me so excited to do all this, is to be able to share it with people. And I have so much fun flying with Brad that I'm bummed that he's not here, because there's a lot of cool stuff. I would have loved for him to be sitting here for those landings. I mean, who's to say that those landings would have been what they were had he been sitting here? It's definitely nice and freeing to not have him watching everything. But we do have a lot of fun, and it's part of the reason why you know, I'm adamant about recording this and continuing to talk to myself up here because I'm imagining you guys watching this, and that makes it fun. Like, I know that even though I'm not sharing this at the moment, I feel like I am sharing this because I will get to relive a lot of this via, you know, debriefing this and watching this footage and sharing it with you guys, and hopefully you get to enjoy something out of this. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be enjoyable or entertaining or educational or anything to watch, or if you've even watched to this point, however I cut this thing up. But doing this makes it kind of fun because I do feel like at one point I will be sharing this. I'm not or track wheel and zoom in. Super view. Cool. Let's go. Let's go somewhere else. We are going somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. All right, so downtown LA is in sight. Palos Verdes is in sight. I can see where Torrance is. Redondo Beach. So visibility is pretty good. Catalina, I can see Catalina. It's not unlimited, but it's pretty good. So if I can see Catalina from here, that is 60 miles, 65 miles. So I would, then it's a little, I can see all of Catalina, so it's probably close to 70 miles of visibility, which is pretty good. It's not unlimited. During the fall, winter and spring, we had so much rain and it cleared. I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, from here, I could see Mexico. So I could go Mexico, high desert, Santa Barbara, not quite here because of the mountain obstruction, but Palm Springs, all at the same time. And it's unbelievable when it's that clear. This is probably pretty typical. I can see the inversion layer that's sitting over the basin right now. It's a little hazy, but it's still very good visibility. It was still a little bit hazy up here. It wasn't as clear as I thought, but it was way clearer than it is up here, or down here. I haven't heard anybody on Point Magoo.
Bravo is with you on 128.65, still listening to traffic.
Roger, 4 Papa, Bravo, Magoo, approach altimeter 2993.
3, Bravo.
Let's just kind of check in.
Skyhawk 53176, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Okay, 342, 53176, see ya. See ya. That was a good one. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 5500.
Skyhawk 53176, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 2992. And how you plan on navigating the Bravo?
I'm going to be taking the coastal route southbound 5500, 53176.
176, you're clear to the Bravo via the coastal route and maintain VFR 5500.
Okay, we're clear to the Bravo via the coastal route. We'll maintain 5500, 53176. So we are 10 miles, no less than that. We're 8.5 miles east of Camarillo. Camarillo's right there, and it's got cleared to the Bravo. So since I've already input all of the navigation stuff for the coastal route, I've got the OBS set for my radial for the coastal route. I don't have to touch anything. Like, it's already identifying the LAX VOR. It's not 100%. There's kind of, it's coming in and out a little bit, but since I'm already cleared, as soon as I hit that radial, I'm turning on to it and cleared through. So I've already been cleared through the Bravo, but via the coastal route transition. So that means I'm not cleared to just go through the Bravo any way I want. I have to go on that radial at this altitude. And the great thing about this transition is I'm on autopilot I don't need to be off autopilot. All I have to do is turn the heading bug onto the radio once I'm on it, and I'm at 5,500, and just follow the radial, the VOR in. And at some point you can actually visually see, you can only visually see things. You can see the LAX VOR, and you can fly straight to it versus navigation. But we have everything set up ready to go. Oh, this is so great. Oh, this is so great. And we're making good time too, which is just a bonus. Okay, what do you think about looking forward? I understand that this is not live, so asking you is just a bit. I'm going to imagine what you're saying. Below minimums is going to make some comment about looking at my face. Ryan is going to do a little upward caret and saying agree. Brad is going to say shut up. No one cares. Brad's not going to say that. Captain Darkon is going to say something funny. I don't know. But hello, everybody. Hello, Ernie. Hello, Iowa. Hello, Ryan. Hello, all the Ryans. Hello, RC and Cessna and High Wing Driver.
Departure, citation 1.
Hello, beautiful San Fernando Valley. And of course, Goldsy, whose voice I wish I was hearing right now, and Marcus, and Brandon, or Keith, and Cat Strader, and Max. Hello, everybody, if you're watching this. Thank you for watching this.
2992, 140.
Okay, I'm going to start hugging the 101 a little bit more now.
November 9 Whiskey Charlie, flight heading 260, come and maintain 7,000.
260 up to 7,000, 9 Whiskey Charlie.
November 84 Papa, contact Point Magoo 128.65.
But ultimately we are going to go to forward cam now.
140 traffic. 440 Roger, I have traffic 12 o'clock, about 5 miles off the direction, a leg speed about to level off at 5,000. 440, look for traffic.
There was a traffic alert in the background there.
144 traffic, 1 o'clock, 5 miles, turning westbound now at Skyhawk 4,300.
Looking, big flight 144.
November 10 Echo, contact approach 124.
Alright, so I can see the Sepulveda Pass, which I'm going to be a beam before I turn. So that's in sight. I got Van Nuys in sight. Burbank is in sight.
124.7, 440, thanks for your help.
So
Picture 144 traffic.
That's all good.
Right now, no factor. Descend to maintain 4,000.
Descend to maintain 4,000, big strike 144.
Howdy, SoCal, Alaska 486, 8.7, down to 7.
Alaska 486, SoCal, approach. Proceed direct Silex, intercept the localizer. Descend to maintain 5,000.
Direct Silex down to 5,000, intercept the localizer for Alaska 486.
Picture 144, cross Silex at above 4,000, clear out Zulu runway 8.
Cross Silex at above 4,000.
Okay, got an Alaska flight above us.
144.
This is where the traffic really picks up. And I think this frequency in particular.
SoCal Southwest 16.5 with you at 8,000 feet. Information Mike at Burbank.
Alpha 1625, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 29902, expect to visit approach runway 8 or the ILS.
We're ready.
Oh, there's a Burbank arrival coming in parallel to me right now. It's pretty sweet looking.
SoCal, Cessna 46826, VFR request.
If you have a request, give me about 2 minutes.
Okay, so we're still not, the radial is still not coming in yet, but we're headed towards the point perpendicularly where we'll pick it up quickly.
Oscar 46, descend
So once
4,000.
4,000, Oscar 46.
Once that starts to come alive, we'll plan the right turn. Getting some mountain wave off the Malibu Mountains or whatever those are called. Are those Malibu Mountains or something?
Alpha 1625, descend and maintain 5,000.
Mulholland.
1625.
SoCal, citation 1012 Whiskey, out of 9.5 for 7,000.
1012 Whiskey, SoCal approach, roger.
Okay. To confirm, we have been cleared into the Bravo via the coastal route.
46, cross Alex at above 4,000, cleared LS is runway 8.
And we're going to be turning before the Sepulveda Pass, which is just beyond that little reservoir, which you cannot see probably at all. Great.
SoCal Big Sharp 106, 8,000, would like straight into 15 airport site.
Big Sharp 106, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 29902, I have your request.
Okay, we're on 34.2, and then we're going to be 27.2 on the way out. We can have that thing going. So 34.2 and 27.2 on the other side. And our needle is starting to come alive here, slowly, but it should be coming pretty quick here once it gets moving.
200, expect visual.
We're not quite there.
106, roger, just for spacing, sliding 180 for now.
Not quite there, but it is alive, so that's good.
November 9914 Juliet, contact approach 1.
I would say in about 30 more seconds before we'll turn direct to the LAX
November
VOR.
1 Juliet Whiskey, just going to widen you out a little bit for spacing, sliding 140, join the final, descend and maintain 5,000.
Okay, right 140 down to 5,000 and join the final.
Sepulveda Pass is directly in front, just right there. That's Sepulveda Pass. 405. That's the 405 which goes to the through the Sepulveda Pass.
Clear visual approach 15, maintain 3,000 until established. Big Sharp 105.
Okay.
Correction 1.
And I'm going to start turning on heading right now.
Connect approach 134.9er.
Okay, 34.9er 53176. That sucked. Mic button sucks. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 5,500 on the coastal route southbound.
Guys, 53176, SoCal approach, Orange County altimeter 29990.
All right, 299er 533176, thank you. 299er 0, there we go. Okay. So turning on to the VOR, the LAX VOR right now, and our trace on ForeFlight is perfect. I timed that turn nicely, so we're now on the correct radial, and it's confirmed on both the TAC chart lines and the OBS right now.
02045 Yankee.
And now I can see the LAX VOR, and I can both. So now I have 3 methods of flying this route. I can go visually direct to the VOR, which is at the end, basically in between the coast and the departure end of the runway. And then I can also go on the VOR, and I can also look at ForeFlight. So I have multiple ways to check that I am, in fact, going in the correct direction. And that makes me feel really, really good being inside the LAX Bravo and being fully confident I know what I'm doing. Or not know what I'm doing, know where I am.
5 climb to 5,000,
Makes me happy. And we're tracking it.
45 Yankee, turn right at 160.
Turn right heading 160, 45 Yankee.
Got the Getty Museum. Cool. So if you've watched the first part of this, doing the special flight rules transition, you can see how much of a difference this route is. It's totally silent, and we probably won't hear much on this. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is this is a published transition, so we're not going to have any traffic conflicts at this altitude on this route unless they're on the route and they're going to be controlled by ATC, and we're in the Bravo. So you're not going to just have some guy flying in here, Nordo, not talking to anybody. It's super safe. Versus the special flight rules where, you don't have to have that positive ATC control. So there's a chance that you can have somebody that is not really doing things correctly. But here, I mean, obviously, there's always a chance for people not doing things correctly. But with this, even though there's a long-haul heavy guy right there, there's another plane there. We've got 2 guys departing LAX. Somebody else just flew under me a couple minutes ago. There's planes everywhere, but they're all under ATC control, and we're in the Bravo. Santa
90277NG.
And we got Santa Monica right below us. Like there's so much happening right now, but because we're using flight following and ATC to our advantage, it makes all of this craziness so much easier to manage while still being VFR. And this is as IFR-y as you can get with being VFR, being in the Bravo with Los Angeles approach. I'm flying specific headings. You're just, you're not on actual approaches or anything. They didn't clear you for any specific
45 Yankee, turn left 8130,
location. But
127.2.
we're almost to LAX. Let's see if we can pick up
Contact clearance will
Don Wayne.
prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information uniform.
Okay, so uniform is current.
John Wayne Airport ATIPS information uniform 23530. Wind 210 at 7.
7 knots, okay.
Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12.
Departure Southwest 6231.
Temperature 27.
1,000 for 3,000. South 6231, SoCal departures, radar contact, and climate 6,000.
Landing and
Southwest 2231, 6,000.
left.
Verified Southwest 6231.
Bird activity in the vicinity of the airport.
I just want to make sure I heard the right call sign. Southwest 6231, climate 6,000. Southwest.
All right, we're coming up on the LAX VOR, so now we're going to be
climbing to 6,000.
left 123 radial off the LAX VOR. And that's a very slight left turn, obviously. right now we are, what's our course?
6231, turn left.
Our track is 142, so it's 20 degrees.
Southwest 6231.
To the left.
Right, excuse me, heading 250.
Flying over LAX is pretty freaking rad.
3435, 77NG.
Okay, so here we are on the radial, right about now. The OBS just went all crazy, so now we're on a 1, 2, 3 radial outbound. So slight turn to the left. We are listing lazily to the left, just like Han Solo. And freaking crazy LAX beneath us. This is just an unbelievable view of LA. It's so wild. It makes it feel like it's tiny. You could see everything. I mean, and most of that is because with the traffic the way it is, if you imagine going from LAX to, I can see way past Riverside, San Bernardino from here, that would take you like 3 hours. And I keep forgetting that it's during the week. So it is like, it's rush hour right now. It's 5 o'clock. 405 is completely jammed. We just got jammed. And it's kind of fun identifying all the airports too, and just continuing to look for landmarks and places to land. So like I got Hawthorne out my left. I've got Torrance right there, which can you see Torrance? It's kind of right there-ish. So that's Torrance. I can easily glide there. And I've got Compton. I can reach Compton, and I can reach Hawthorne, and I've got LAX.
We'll do our
if things really went bad.
Idaho 40. I understand you want to go over to Dodger Stadium and then descend over there.
8 primitive.
40, Roger. For now, just maintain your current altitude. Let me coordinate with your IL controller.
Book go, maintain.
76, Cutting approach 127.2.
Okay, 272, 53176.
Idaho 40, Cutting.
Down 4,500 a Piper.
Traffic 3 o'clock. Looking for traffic 18 Yankee.
Number 18 Yankee, altitude, your discretion.
I'll be cruising at 4,000 for a little bit while, 18 Yankee.
Number 18 Yankee, Roger. Additional traffic now 11 o'clock and 3 miles, just turn eastbound. Altitude indicates 4,000 and might be descending. 3,900 now indicated.
Descent to 3,900, 18 Yankee.
Number 18 Yankee, negative. That traffic is descending now 11 o'clock, 2 miles eastbound, 3,900. Start a climb to at or above 4,300% traffic.
Climb more than 4,000. What's the climb you want me to climb up to? 18 Yankee.
Number 18 Yankee, just start a VFR climb, please.
Start a VFR climb, 18 Yankee.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 5,500. We've got uniform at John Wayne.
900.
Crap.
SoCal, I do have that traffic at site at 12 o'clock, 18 Yankee.
Number 18 Yankee, Roger. Number 6 Charlie, reduced to 200 for sequence.
C200, 46 out of traffic.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 5,500 southbound on the coastal route with uniform at John Wayne.
Number 53176, SoCal approach, Roger, John Wayne altimeter 29990.
29990.
SoCal approach, 2897, 8.8 on the
zero's in.
Uniform request the RNAV Zulu.
Verizon 2897, SoCal approach, Roger on request.
All right, we're following our track perfectly. That makes me feel good for my flight planning skills. Looks like Catalina has some crazy marine layers, so something is creeping in, but it's offshore.
Yankee, are you landing Torrance or are you headed somewhere else?
It's offshore quite a bit.
Torrance, 18 Yankees, just doing the climb at
about 20 miles offshore.
Number 18 Yankee, Roger.
So we probably will have marine layer tonight. So here's Long Beach, right below us. Long Beach Harbor is kind of in this area there. Queen Mary is right there. Right there.
SoCal approach, Warrior 4318 Yankee is at 4,600. Do you still want me to climb 18 Yankee?
Number 18 Yankee, altitude is your discretion if you've got that traffic in sight.
18 Yankee.
This poor guy.
SoCal departure, Falcon 210, Foxtrot Juliet 1.3, climbing 3,000.
November 416 Charlie, Charlie, contact approach 121.3.
123, 416 Charlie, Charlie.
Number 210 Foxtrot Juliet, SoCal departure, radar contact, fighting 200 by clear climb.
210 Foxtrot heading 200.
There's Torrance down there. Still have not been to Torrance off my right wing. That's a pretty cool airport. There's some cool stuff going on there, like RVs. Oh no, not RVs, slings, I think are built there. Robinson has their main factory, maybe?
SoCal approach, Warrior 4318 Yankee, be advised I did lost.
I know that's kind of random considering you're looking out towards San Diego and I'm talking about things behind me.
Okay, I will be looking for traffic 18 Yankee.
28-1 probably. Let's go to 28-1 maybe and hope that that's...
Number 210 Foxtrot Juliet, climb maintain 4,000.
210 Foxtrot, climb 4,000.
Number 53176, turn left heading 090, short back over traffic.
All right, left 090 for traffic, 53176.
For 210 Foxtrot Juliet, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles turning eastbound, assessment 5,500. Additional traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles northwestbound, 4,500 cleared.
210 Foxtrot, we're searching.
Okay, coming to 090.
176 traffic 11 o'clock, a mile southwestbound of Falcon. Will climb off your right, 3,500.
Okay, I have him inside, 53176. There he is. Falcon right below us.
Number 210 Foxtrot Juliet, traffic no factor, climb maintain 7,000.
210 Foxtrot, climb 7,000.
Number 4318 Yankee, VFR descent approved at your discretion. The traffic no factor.
Traffic no factor, 18 Yankee.
Falcon is climbing.
0 Foxtrot Juliet, Cherokee traffic
like crazy.
210 Foxtrot, roger.
Number 7 Zulu, Zulu, SoCal. Number 210 Foxtrot Juliet, turn left heading 180, contact approach 134.35.
210 Foxtrot, 180, 3435.
SoCal approach. May we start our VFR descent? 8 Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Number 8 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, VFR descent approved. Cessna 8 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, altitude your discretion.
Altitude my discretion, 8 Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Number 4318 Yankee, contact Torrance Tower 133.07.
Contact Torrance Tower 133.07.
So this frequency is a little busier.
18 Yankee.
Thank you, have a good day.
We're almost out of the Bravo. So hopefully she'll get us over to
Horizon 2897,
coastal.
121.3, and they'll let you know if you can have the Zulu approach.
All right, thank you. Horizon 2097 switching.
Number 2545 Yankee, contact approach 121.3.
1.3, thanks for your help, Profile Yankee. Have a good day.
Good day. Number 53176, resume on navigation, proceed to the Huntington Beach Pier, maintain VFR at or above 3,500 until advised.
Okay, we'll be direct to the pier and keep it above 3,500, 53176.
Number 428 Foxtrot, Foxtrot, traffic, 10 o'clock.
So straight to the pier. There is the pier. Let's autopilot, Bendix King, Cap 140. I really, really appreciate you a lot. Thank you for your help today. See ya.
Roger, clear through Bravo Airspace, and I will try. I'm sorry that I have to even do this.
Oh, it's not a big deal to me. It's just that guys are kind of picky in that area.
No, I totally understand, and thank you guys for being so helpful.
So we got to keep it above 3,500, which is
Number 177
fine.
Zulu, SoCal approach, Roger, altitude your discretion.
sure there's a ton of coast traffic right now and lots of students in the area. So that's 3,500 is what we're looking at.
Number 8, Foxtrot, traffic alert, traffic 9 o'clock.
It's kind of hard to tell in the GoPro footage, but so I'll tell you, like, we're at 5,000 feet right now. This is what 5,000 feet looks like. It looks a lot higher in the GoPro because of the wide angle, but it doesn't feel like we're quite that high. But
53176, contact approach 125.35 until I'm forward for you.
Okay, 2535, 53176, thanks for the help. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a pretty good one. She did a good job. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, ascending through 4,600, restricted 3,500. We've got uniform at John Wayne.
53176, SoCal approach, roger, descend at or below 2,500.
Okay, at or below 2,500, 53176.
SoCal approach, Southwest 6410, 8.3 descending via the Pacific 2 at Delta.
Southwest 6410, SoCal approach, roger, clear direct Albus, descend maintain 4,000.
Clear direct Albus, maintain 4,000, Southwest 6410.
How's our descent looking? $2,500, so we got a ways to go here. There's 4,000. So we were left high pretty late compared to the few times that I've been released from the coastal route. They'll usually actually release you before you exit the Bravo for a VFR descent if they know you're going to John Wayne, because this is a pretty steep descent. I don't know, being at 5,000 feet off of the coast of, south of Long Beach is kind of high. But you can just pull the power back and
we just like to climb up to 3,000 in this hold.
Don't overspeed it. We're fine. We've got a healthy descent into the pier right now. And I don't know if you are able to see that.
65647, SoCal, you up?
The pier is right there. So that's what I'm aiming for. Then you got the two oil rigs right there. But that's the pier, and that's really easy to spot. It's got a red top, the building, the restaurant at the end of the pier. It sticks out. It's hard in the sim if you don't have a scenery that depicts the pier.
6410, clear direct easy.
Sometimes you can just see like the little bit, like if you got an ortho, you can just see the pier part sticking out of the sand. But it's really easy to see, obviously, assuming you have the visibility to get there.
93 Juliet,
in real life, so.
200 vectors for Albus.
200 vectors for Albus, 93 Juliet.
JetBlue 6410, 6 from Easy Kill, cross Easy Kill 4000, cleared ILS 30.
Okay, so we got mixture, we got cutoff, we've got mixtures in. Appropriate lights are on for right now. We'll turn on the landing taxi lights when we're cleared.
4000, cleared ILS 30.
Cross Easy Kill 4000 and cleared the ILS 30, Southwest 6410.
Number 176, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles southbound, Skyhawk, 2400 climbing.
All right, we're looking 176.
93 Juliet, traffic 3 o'clock, 3 miles southeastbound, 2300, Skyhawk heading to the pier, then Orange County.
Negative contact, we're looking 93 Juliet.
Number 364, traffic southwest, 3 miles northeastbound, 4,737.
Gonna be looking 364.
Southwest 6410, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles, maneuvering by Easy Kill, 3000, Skyhawk.
Southwest 6410, we're looking.
53-176, contact John Wayne Tower, 126.8, see you.
All right, 26.8, 53-176, see ya.
556 Heavy inside Snake, with you for 20 right.
Alaska 509, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 20 right, Alaska 509. Horizon 2897, traffic left downwind for the runway Cessna, the Aviation side, maintaining visual separation, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Horizon 2897, cleared to land, 20 right.
FedEx 556 Heavy, John Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 20 right, 556 Heavy.
Charlie Tower, Skyhawk 53176, 2,200 over the pier, inbound with uniform, full stop.
53176, Charlie Tower, cross over the control tower at above 1,300, enter left downwind, runway 20 left.
Okay, cross the tower 1,300, enter left downwind for 20 left, 53176. All right, so the typical crossing procedure, 1,300, at or above 1,300 over the tower, and we're going to enter a left downwind for 20 left. And that that's pretty standard inbound from the Huntington Beach Pier. It's a little, you have to dump 500 feet from the time you cross the control tower to downwind, which is a little bit, it's a little tricky. I mean, you do have to get it down, and it ends up kind of being a teardrop a little bit from that crossover to downwind, because you're kind of turning and descending into the downwind.
System 176, maintain at or above 1,500. There's traffic that will cross below you at 700, a helicopter.
Okay, we'll go up to 1,500 to 53176 and look out for that traffic. So that gives them 500-foot clearance. So I went from 500-foot descent from the tower to downwind to,
traffic will hold in position.
Ooh,
I cancel for now.
this is going to be fun. Nice little dumping in 700 feet to pattern out. 700 feet to pattern altitude. Okay, so there's 2,500. This will be exciting.
Upper 7 Echo X-ray, pad 3, cleared to land.
Pad 3, clear to land, 7 Echo X-ray.
Horizon 2897, turn left at Echo, contact ground.
Left Echo ground, Horizon 2897.
Long Beach arrival coming in our 11 o'clock.
Cessna 176, say your current altitude?
Got 2,600 at the moment, 176.
Cessna 176, roger. I just wanted you to cross over at or above 1,500, so you can start your descent, please. Just maintain at or above 1,500.
1,500, 53176.
That was 5831.
1,500, son of a gun.
Middle cross from right to left above 500, a helicopter.
All right, we'll be searching for that, clear for takeoff, 20 right, compass 5831.
So... Whoops.
176 traffic, 2 mile finals, a heavy Airbus. Contact tower on 119.9.
Okay, we'll be looking for that traffic and 199-176.
FedEx 556 heavy, traffic midfield crossing right to left above 1,500 is a Cessna, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Charlie Tower, Skyhawk 53176, descending through 2,000.
Skyhawk 53176, Charlie Tower, roger. Conchport opens traffic short final for the parallels and heavy Airbus at 600. Conchport opens traffic upwind at Embraer, runway 20 left, clear to land.
Okay, we'll be looking out for that traffic and clear to land 20 left, 53176. I think I see that Airbus turning. Okay, and we have the heavy Airbus inside 53176.
Skyhawk 176, thanks. Maintain visual separation, Conchport opens from the traffic.
Boca 176. Okay, he's just right over the freeway now.
This is 53614, John Terry, you guys ready to go? Affirmative. This is 53614, Conchport opens traffic on the upwind at Embraer, runway 20 left at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
Caution on the wake and
well,
20 left to Kilo, clear for takeoff.
There's a difference between a 1 and a 2.
System 176, additional traffic is on a 4 mile final of 737 and 1,400. Report that traffic and signs.
I have that traffic in sight, 53176.
System 176, maintain visual separation, caution, and wake turbulence.
176. All right, let's get a good landing here at home base. Keeping this pattern Brad tight. That's glare. Okay, there is 20 left. Got the departing traffic there.
This is 614, radar contact.
Center line is cool.
This is 614, contact SoCal departure.
Switch on SoCal, 614.
Ooh, a little windy there.
Cessna 9 Mike Charlie, 20 left at Kilo, line of point.
Oh, I ballooned it.
20 left Kilo, line up and wait. 529 Mike Charlie.
That was good. Little tiny balloon at the end there, but.
Cessna 176, you park on the west side.
Affirmative, we're on the west side, 176.
Cessna 176, traffic is holding in position at taxiway Juliet, crossing with 20 right, contact ground.
Okay, we'll cross 20 right at Juliet and contact ground 53176. Thanks, Alan.
See ya.
See ya.
Cessna 9 Mike Charlie, left post traffic approved, and the wind is at 220 runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20 left, 529 Mike Charlie.
Oh my God.
Sorry, go for 3 Mike Lima, cut this road for traffic pattern 654.
Tango 3 Mike Lima, Joe 9 Tower, stand by.
Ground Skyhawk 176, clear 20 right at Juliet, we're at ACI West.
That's 53176, Joe, we're on taxi Bravo to parking.
Bravo 2 parking, 176, thanks. Ah! My hands are so sweaty! Oh my God. What an insane, cool thing. Oh. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me during this. However you've hung out, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube or blah, 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 whatever. Thank you so much. This is so much fun. I'm so happy I was able to share this with you to whatever extent you've watched. So I really appreciate it. It's, you know, the production value isn't super high because I'm focusing really hard on flying here. So cameras going out and all kinds of stuff. It's Brad is here waiting. But God, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. So, all right, guys. That's gonna do it for me. Got my welcome party here. Bye.